So, here's a funny story. It's how I don't know what I'm doing. I hit record instead of start streaming, and then talk to myself for about the next 3 minutes, and that's not a good thing to do. So, yeah, let's just put that behind us, and never speak about it ever, ever, ever again. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is kind of take everybody through. Why are you watching a commercial? I don't know. Do commercials come up? Is that a thing that happens? I don't think anything should be different from last time, but whatever. The first thing I really want to do here is go over the roster so that people, if they want, can make bets on who the first person to die will be. And so yeah, let's look at the roster, and if anybody, I don't know, I guess I'll say like 10 million if anybody guesses the first person who dies from these particular people. So you probably don't want to name somebody who isn't actually a person, because I won't be taking them. I've added Madden and Fraggle, so you can see them. But everybody else will be the people whose names you can see here. So if you want, just put a note here and say, okay, if whoever puts this person's name the first in this particular Twitch chat will be the first person to make a bet. And yeah, then if one of those people dies first, they can get 10 million from me, just for fun. And I'm going back to Fraggle. Oh, I wish I could zoom. Yeah, I gave you, like, not even real pants. So there you go. There you go. That's, I mean, that is puppet butt. Don't you just want to ram a hand up that? So okay. Yeah, it is painted on. I don't know if J-Rock is in the channel. But maybe when I take a break, if somebody wants to come in and co-host, they can. I'm not sure I can manage to figure it out right now, so I'm just going to keep on going, and then we'll kind of see how it goes. Okay, good. So if Fraggle dies first, I'll pay her 10 million, so I have no incentive to kill Fraggle now. So like I said, I did kind of screw this up and start the stream with a recording rather than actually streaming. So the only thing that I'd done is I had finished building the Guerrilla Tactics School, and I'd put critters to start training as a ranger. And then I'd finished making contact with the region that I was trying to scan. So when this supply drop comes up in 2 days, it'll have the income from this region as well. So the next thing I'm going to want to do probably is make contact with East Africa. There's bonuses, sort of like risk for having entire continents all at once. So I'm going to try and finish off, or get closer to finishing off, all of Africa.
We can't establish any new contacts until we upgrade our systems.
Okay. Okay, so Critters has finished training, so I'm going to take somebody else and make them into a Grenadier to try and open up that the roster a little bit. Who would blow things up the most? I already named Madden Madman, so let's say that he's an explosives expert. There we go. Okay, so let's do that up.
Commander, we've got local resistance forces waiting to make
just 1 sec, I'm gonna make a note. There we go, that's better. Okay, so this is true. This is true. I didn't start it properly. But in my defense, I didn't actually have to admit that. I could have just lied. Okay, so this is the first little debrief you're going to get from their council, which is not even a council anymore. I think it's just one guy in a room who's sad. And it shows what income you get and kind of what's happened over the course of the week. So the alien activity, there isn't any, because the game's kind of just started and they haven't really done any of the things that they do. And in the middle it shows the things that I've actually accomplished, and then the income over on the right there. Doesn't matter too much. And then what it'll show here is the 3 chosen, however many of them you've found. I've found 2 of them, and I've encountered this first one, the assassin, that was last stream. And it shows what they're trying to do. So while you're doing things, they will have their own missions that they'll do whatever kind of activities that they can do. They can try to get stronger, they can screw up your income, they can sabotage things, they can try to... I think they can try to attack or sabotage the Avenger or whatever. But both of them right now are trying to permanently lower income, which is kind of a pain in the ass. There was one other thing that I wanted to go over. The name for this channel, Fraggled asked if it was Slambone Crow Butcher, and you totally can read it like that. But no, I made it on a whim. I didn't know I was going to be using this Twitch channel for anything at the time. So what I had done is I just put in the first thing that came to my head, which was Slambo Necro Butcher. Slambo is like Rambo, only he slams, so he's even more Rambo than Rambo. And Necro Butcher is a reference to a band called Mayhem, which is one of the only metal bands that is associated with an actual murder. So yeah, that's where I got the name Slambo Necro Butcher. And I'm gonna... Yeah, it says I can change it, but I don't know if I should, because it's a very silly name, and I like things that are stupid, so we'll see. Okay. Yeah, when I hadn't used this Twitch account in a long time, and when I opened it up again, I was like, why did I made this the name? That's hilarious. I forgot. And then I was reading it, and I'm like, can you read it like anything other than what it is? And I'm like, yeah, it looks like it could possibly say Slambone Crow Butcher. But what's a crow butcher? Nobody's going to think it's that. And then I thought about it, and I'm like, well, nobody's going to know what the hell a Slambo is either, so I kind of screwed this right up. So, whatever. Slambone Crow Butcher is also still pretty amusing, so I'm kind of actually happy with the ambiguity. It's not Crow Butcher with a W. There's no W there. So it's Crow. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's like... I don't know. Or maybe it's like a reference to Ministry, no W. Maybe that's totally what I meant. Okay, and then you also have dark events, and it'll show you what's going on with them at the end of the month. Guerrilla operations will counter the dark events, but you won't have enough guerrilla ops to counter all of the dark events. They just have too many, so some of them you have to let happen, and then they just do something unpleasant for a month. So the 2 things this one's will do is, one of them is that stun lancers have a chance to move after performing a melee attack. We haven't seen any stun lancers yet, but they're kind of a pain, and that will make them slightly more of a pain. And the other one is Wild Hunt, which is the Chosen are much more likely to appear in combat. So that would be pretty bad, especially early game. That would be pretty terrible. I'm probably going to try and counter that one. And then the other thing we've got here is, because the resistance ring is, well, it's part of the resistance ring and part of the resistance kind of mechanic, is that you're able to do these resistance orders, and you get more of them as you go. Right now, I'm allowed to do 1 order, period, and I only have these 2 to choose from, but you get more as you go. So I can pick either any XCOM shot that hits the Lost as an instant headshot kill, so it doesn't matter if I don't do enough damage to kill them, or covert actions will not be ambushed. I don't think I care too much about covert actions getting ambushed. I mean, famous last words, but I think I can manage that, so I guess I'll go with Between the Eyes, even though it's really not that great either. They're both kind of underwhelming. Okay, and here you have the covert actions. So this is what runs out of the resistance ring, is you're able to send soldiers on these missions that will do different things. So one of my big priorities here is to try and unlock a mission to rescue the guy who got kidnapped in the last stream, because he's getting interrogated, and the more he gets interrogated, the closer or the more the Chosen will find out, and they'll be able to attack the Avenger and basically make my life miserable. Another one here that's big, though, is locate faction for the Templars. I think as soon as I do that, I get their resistance orders, I get their covert actions, they're able to do missions under this covert action thing as well, and I will immediately get a Templar, which is the only version of, or the only new soldier class I haven't got yet. And I think the Templar is Purple Moon, so that'll be pretty fun to have her. I think first I'm going to try and worry about this one, though. Another thing you'll notice here is that you can have rewards that are like permanent stat ups for soldiers, so it's good to send soldiers that you think are going to be some of your best ones later in the game on these missions. So with that in mind, this is a +2 will, which isn't a huge deal. But I will give it to, I think, one of the rookies that already has high will, and also isn't an idiot. So let's send Fraggle. And oh my God, look at that headshot. That is a good-looking headshot. And then I just need some other soldier in this other slot. So I'll send I'll send one of these nobodies so that I have more people that I can actually take. Okay? And over here it's going to say any possible negative outcomes from the mission. So there's none. This one's a pretty safe covert op.
Covert is our specialty.
Okay.
Let's just hope your people can keep up.
Now, the supply drop means I can scan here to get supplies. I'm going to do that without even finishing the scanning for this contact region, because I need to buy the upgrade for squad size, hopefully before the next mission comes up. Oh, and here's some supplies anyway, so it's kind of a moot point. But whatever.
We stick around and finish the job, but the choice is yours.
Commander, now that members of the Resistance factions have joined us on the Avenger,
I'm going to try and get this power coil, because basically once you have a power coil, you slap a power plant on it, and you don't have to worry about power for the rest of the game. So
provide us with some additional power.
it'll take a long time to dig it out. Hopefully I get another engineer to speed that up, but it's kind of a priority there. It's more of a long-term play, but I'm going to do that.
Nothing on the local comms. Advent's been quiet lately.
Commander, we have a squad
Okay.
ready to move on the Resistance Haven currently under
So this is where they're attacking the Resistance Havens, and it's actually lucky I cleared that region, because this mission I'm not allowed to stall on. So I didn't finish scanning for the supplies, and I wouldn't have been able to buy the upgrade if I hadn't coincidentally cleared that room. So I'm going to buy squad size now, so I'm allowed to take 5 soldiers on that mission, and then I'm going to go do that. You better put me on mission. You're not the boss of me. Alright, let me catch up. Did any of you guys say a single thing that matters in the time I wasn't really paying attention? What's something I could have done before the stream? You mean explaining things? I can't explain the game before it happens. And I'm trying to explain as I go. So, yeah, we'll move over here.
Next operation will put us right in the middle of chosen territory, Commander. There's a good chance they'll show up to interfere, so we should plan accordingly.
Okay. So yeah, as you can see here, I'm allowed to take 5 people on this particular mission. This is these Resistance Haven missions are usually hard, but the first one is easy, and I think, and you'll kind of see why when I go to do it. But I'm still going to take some of my better people. Katie and Zebras I'm going to kind of leave as a unit, even though even though Zebras is ready, I'll leave her behind and wait for Katie to get less tired so that I can take them both at the same time and benefit from their bond. Also playing into that is the fact that Zebras is goddamn useless and keeps on missing. I'm one of the better people. You're the highest potential soldier I have right now, Fraggle. You're garbage and you don't even have a class yet, but you have the most potential to be good in the future because you have that genius combat intellect and higher will than the other person who also has that, which is Madden. So yeah. Oh shit, Zebras is here, and she heard me trash talk her. Well, that's too bad, but it's also too bad that she couldn't shoot anything. I am going to take Lene because I do need a specialist, and Emir's tired. Who else am I going to take? I'll think about taking Critters. And yeah, I don't really have anybody else who's ready, so I guess I will take Critters. And then I need some rookies. I'm in that poster. I made Luke the sad man who really wants to be taken on a mission. So I'll take Luke. And I think I'll make myself a liar and take Zebras because I really just need somebody else. And Critters, while he is a ranger, he's kind of garbage. He hasn't been on a mission yet, so he's just a squatty. Yeah, this isn't my better people. But because there's 5 of them, I think my chances are a lot better. And I already made a mistake because I forgot to give Lena the med kit, but whatever. I'll just have to never get shot. Ever. So this mission is actually easy to not get shot in, because it's a little bit weird. What you're trying to do is you're trying to protect and save these civilians who are all over the map, and the aliens are trying to kill them. So the aliens will often ignore you so that you can... They'll often ignore you so that you can take shots, or so they can take shots at all the civilians and try to murder them instead. So you can see up here you've got green, yellow, and red. Yellow is the number of civilians on the map. Green is the yellow that are saved. Red is the number that are dead. And if you don't save at least 6, then the mission is considered a failure, which has some bad implications. I think it means you lose contact with the region.
I'm on the move. Advent troops spotted.
So because of that and the way this is laid out, you want to move a lot faster.
At first, Advent deployed non-lethal stun units for crowd control and the occasional...
Okay, so in this particular pod, we've got a sectoid, which we're sort of familiar with, and the stun lancers, which are new, and they're a pretty big pain. What they can do, well, it sounds like they can do it, right, is they can stun you, and that can mess you right up. So do I want to try some sword skills here with critters? Maybe. I could get lucky like last time, and it is full cover, so I'm going to try that. And kind of let that set the tone for what the rest of what I do this turn is. Okay, so critters does hit, but he doesn't do enough damage to kill the sectoid in one shot. So I think what I'll do is move here. And I'll take a shot at him. 72, man. That's rough. And she did miss. So that's not very good. That's not very good. What did that mean, what she just said? Did you catch it? Okay. So now I actually have to think about what I'm doing a lot better because I've kind of made a mess here. Between that miss and... Oh god, I can already tell I'm going to have to rely on zebras to save my ass. Jesus, that's not good. Alright, I think I'm going to break out the grenade here. Because when I do that, I'm going to get rid of this stun lancer's cover. And hopefully that will mean Zebras is able to save the day. 79% chance. Good. Okay, and I got one more action, which is with my character. And he can't run far enough to get a sword swipe at that sectoid. But what I can do, and is again, I'm looking at this little indicator I have here, red or yellow. If I move to this particular point and virtually nowhere else, I can get a flanking shot on it, which is a better chance to hit. The shotguns aren't that accurate over long range, so it's still going to be a bit inaccurate, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, 69%. And I screwed it up. So the sectoid will live for at least one turn and do something bad. Maybe to critters. So did anybody say critters? And in additional bad news, here's the Chosen. So this is the Warlock, who's like, you know, he's magic and shit. And his abilities are he enters Overwatch when he ends his turn, and his defense is increased after the first attack of every turn, so that's pretty rough for strengths. And his weaknesses are he takes more damage from explosions, which is unfortunate because I didn't have any grenadiers to bring, and I just used my grenade. And he takes additional damage from Templars, and there are no Templars. So this is going to be a tough match. I'm going to have to start playing a lot better than I have been.
The elders must have caught wind of our operation. They sent in one of the Chosen.
Alright. The sectoid runs away.
Thing down and deal with it before it causes too much trouble.
Huh, he just ran away. He did a full move to try and get away from critters because he was so afraid. I mean, I'd be afraid of critters too. So now I'll need to try and spot him before he gets too far and joins another group of aliens, which will be bad news for me. So I'm going to move Luke up here. I have zero clue what is happening. Yeah, the Warlock is like the name of the aliens, because the aliens are also psionic, so he's basically magic for all intents and purposes. I might just take this 49% shot with Luke, on the assumption that I can't get anybody else close. Or I could swipe again with critters. Let's swipe again with critters and see where that leaves us. And he missed. And hopefully... Okay, no other aliens as a result of that move. Zebras has a 35% chance. I don't know if anybody else can get there. So it's too bad critters missed there. Let's see if Luke can do any better. Save the day. Good. He saved critters from himself. Okay. So sometimes when aliens die, they'll drop just random loot items that do different things. This guy's dropped a Illyrium core, and because critters happen to be right beside him, he's going to pick it up immediately, which is handy for me. The Illyrium cores are kind of used for building some of the unique items later in the game. Right now, I can't use them for anything directly, but that'll be something that'll change as I go along. So somewhere on this map, I have the Warlock, who's gonna basically every turn or every round he's gonna take his own turn and try and do something to make my life miserable. He can teleport around and he can summon things, I think. So at a bare minimum, those are the things he's gonna do. Is it too late to bet on critters dying first? I don't think it is. Did you bet on somebody else? If you didn't bet on somebody else, then it's not really too late. Although it's a bit of a cheap move. I don't know if anybody's gonna be upset at you. Okay, so here's another group of aliens that showed up. This one's a trooper and a priest. The priests are like support units that kind of have some psionic abilities. And the Warlock uses his turn to make a spectral zombie, which are like these weird psionic things that will like wander up and whack you. And also they have an ability where they can explode. But because I had people in Overwatch, they just immediately killed it. Okay. So Critters is still kind of up here by himself. And I gotta try and figure out what I'm gonna do about that. And it's gonna come down to who I can get close. So move Lene up here. She can't really get a good shot. And what am I gonna do here? Zebras has way better shooting ability from higher ground, so I'd kind of like to ideally get her somewhere up here. But it won't be this turn. So I guess I'll just move her over here. And if you move into the little ranges of these civilians, you can save them. But they also will sometimes just morph into a horrible monstrosity that will try and beat you in the face. So I'm not going to bother saving him just yet. Really, I have full cover, and they haven't been killing civilians yet. The trooper isn't too much to worry about, and the priest doesn't really have a lot of offensive actions. So I think I might just move a little bit closer, but mostly worry about catching everybody up to critters. And end the turn with some Overwatch. He has a 58% chance on this trooper, though, which isn't terrible, so I'm going to try that. He missed. So Critters really isn't doing that well so far. I might have to put him out to pasture. But everybody else I'll put on Overwatch and kind of wait. Yeah, 48? I'll take a 48% chance. Let's try it. Also missed. Everybody's useless. Absolutely, yes. That's what I was trying to say. Alright, I'm just gonna move Luke over here and put him into Overwatch. And kinda let them come to me. I don't expect the priest to attack. He's gonna do some weird crap probably. And I don't think the trooper can do enough damage to kill anybody this turn. In a worst case scenario, but we'll see. Another miss. Alright, so he used his turn to execute one of the civilians that I'm supposed to be saving. So, bad job. Usually in these missions, 3 or 4 of the civilians will die. And here's another little bit of bad luck, is that car, I don't know who it was, but somebody shot this car when they were trying to shoot the trooper earlier, and that blew up and killed a civilian. So that's pretty bad. But I do only have to save 6 of the 13, so it's not insurmountable as far as problems go. I'd like to kill that priest. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to go about it. So yeah, this little weird mind meld move the priest has done gives him shields and better aim. But if the priest gets killed, they both die. So I probably just want to try and kill the priest. But the question becomes, how many people can I get anywhere near it? So again, I can kind of lead with critters here and hope it goes well. So I think I'm going to move him here, even though it's not particularly good cover. And he has a 66% chance to hit, which isn't that great. I'm going to do a frag grenade instead so I can get rid of his cover, because he's just hiding behind some shitty boxes. And hope that from there I can get a better shot. And we have a 70% chance to shoot him. The damage isn't that great, but we'll see. There we go. That's better. So when that happens, their little psi-link kind of shorts out and fries the trooper, which means I only have to worry about the warlock. So I'm going to use this turn to get everybody up and kind of clustered together. And I'll get Zebras up on top of this car. Or van. There's me being a crack whore. I mean, if you wanted to be more of a crack whore, I probably could have done that. I was really more... I don't even remember what I was trying to go for in terms of the motif on that character. Okay, so this guy is not a person, actually. He's a gigantic, ugly monstrosity, which is the same problem I have. So I'm going to try and kill this thing this turn. Zebras has a 99% chance to hit it. So let's start there. That's pretty good. And I'm going to get here where there's some cover and also save this civilian. And I'm going to take a shot at this. This thing's called a faceless. They're pretty rare. They only show up on these terror missions impersonating humans usually. And it is dead, which is good. You don't want to get those let those things have a turn because they can basically one-shot you. Okay, I don't know if I have any other aliens to worry about on this map. It may just be the Chosen, and he's been hiding the entire time. So I'm just going to reload this turn, put everybody on Overwatch, and kind of see how the next turn goes with everybody grouped up a little better. Alright. I don't know what this guy's doing. Usually they're supposed to like teleport around and bother you, but he hasn't been. I guess I'll move Luke up. And they also haven't been executing civilians that much. They only did it on their turn, and that when that car exploded, which I guess suits me because it means more of them will live. But usually in these missions, you have like they're kind of an implied time limit by getting executed basically every turn that you don't engage aliens. So I guess I kind of lucked out there. And I'm going to make good on my threat of moving Zebras onto this little central thing. Okay. Oh, here comes the Chosen. Oh, and he has armor. That's kind of annoying. And that's the other thing about these Chosen guys, is they never shut up. They are just constantly talking and antagonizing you the entire time. This one's like super religious and just, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. But what's he gonna actually do? So yeah, on his turn he's kind of called a trooper to help him out. And he still has another turn. They get a lot of actions. So he's doing Mind Scorch, which is a daze move. It's similar to the Assassin, when the Assassin attacked Emer earlier, and it put him into a daze. Where if you don't help him and pick him up quickly, he'll... that's harsh. He'll get kidnapped. And also because of his ability where whenever I move, he gets an Overwatch shot. Luke just got shot in the face. So Luke might be the first to die. Okay. What I really need to do is blow up the cover he's using. No, I can't do that. But I can get rid of this trooper. So let's try that. 88% chance. Good. He also dropped some stuff, which is good. Now, can anybody get close enough to actually throw a grenade at him? Probably not. Can't really count on Zebras being able to do it. And Luke is in pretty awful cover. So he's fairly likely to die if he gets shot, and I don't have anybody that can heal him, so that's a problem. I don't know how I'm going to deal with it, though.
On my way.
There's 41% chance, better than nothing. I'll try that. Oh, critical. That's good. Yeah, and this is the first enemy we've seen that has armor, which means basically whenever you shoot him, he takes 1 less damage. You can shred armor with either a cannon shot from a grenadier or with any kind of explosive, but he wasn't close enough for explosives this round, unfortunately. I'm trying to look for a good place to move Luke where he won't get shot and killed. Here's probably the best. I'm going to try and play that a little bit defensively. And Zebras has a 57% chance. Critters is way too damn far away. He actually has a 0% chance. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. So that's neat. I guess I'll just reload his weapon. Oh, it's because he's still disoriented from being stunned. And I'll shoot with Zebras and try and do some more damage. She misses, because that's what Zebras does. And he will be getting in another turn. Absolutely. Okay, so that's more bad news for me. Basically, he has like mind control over Lene, so she's considered like basically an alien troop for next turn if I don't kill the Chosen, which I don't see a reasonable way to do. So good job being a feeble mind. Probably the most sensible thing to do is just execute her. Critters is way too far away to do anything because he's still disoriented. So I'm just going to move him over here so that he's a little bit closer for next round. Zebras is out of ammo. And I'm going to move her up just a bit and into this cover. And move my character over here. So really, my only choice there is if I want to execute it or not. I can't reach the Chosen with that, which is kind of sucky as well. So I think I'll have to double move him. Luke is almost dead still. I don't want him so far away that he can't do anything ever, but at the same time, if he gets shot again, he will die. So I'm going to move him over here and hunker him down, which is a defensive move to increase his ability or decrease his ability to get hit. My character, I'm going to move... there's fire there. That isn't going to work. I don't really want to die, so I'll move over here. So if they both gang up on the same character, then I might end up being screwed. Okay. So he's dazed, and also the Warlock is super far away, which is a problem for me. And she's going to waste her grenade blowing me up, which isn't terribly helpful. Let's see. Who do I have that can actually get over there to help? Okay. The first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to shoot at the Warlock with Zebras. I don't really have much choice here. The Warlock has that Overwatch shot, and getting hit or damaged removes Overwatch. She's the only one who can possibly maybe do it, and if anybody else moves, they're immediately going to get shot. So, basically 50-50 chance here. And she fucking misses again. So, that's pretty much doom. Good job, Zebras. It's going to be really hard to avoid killing Lenny. She's not helping. I can't move him. I might have to just execute her. It might be the most sensible thing to do. I don't know if he's allowed to the only two people I have who can do anything are Critters and Luke. If Luke moves, he's going to take that Overwatch shot. I need him to get over and wake my character up, but I can't do that without him taking the Overwatch shot and probably dying. So my only choices are stay put and shoot at Len and hope to kill her, or move with Critters, soak the Overwatch shot, hope it misses, hope Critters doesn't die, and then move Luke over. And both of those options are kind of bad. I think I'll just move Critters. Because I can't even rely on being able to kill her for sure. Yeah, let's see how it goes.
Moving the designated coordinates.
Oh, when Critters moved, he didn't actually trigger... Oh, he did. Okay, it just took a while to do that. Okay, so he shot at critters and missed, which means I can now move Luke over without worrying about him getting shot by the Overwatch shot and dying. So I might as well do that. And then I can wake my character up so that he doesn't get kidnapped. And now it's pretty much sure that Lena is going to kill somebody on her turn, either Luke or Thrax, and she's less useful than either of them. So I might just want to shoot her. What other thing could I possibly do? Critters is super far away. He could move in, but that's not terribly good. I guess if I move him closer, she might be stupid and take a shot at somebody else. So, well, I'll try that. Pretty good odds that somebody's going to die, if not this turn, then the next, though. And I think I'm just going to leave Luke to the proverbial birds and just... Oh, he can mind control multiple people? That's unfortunate. Okay, so like half of the team is on the alien side now. I didn't even realize he could do that. That's great. Lene wanders over here and murders this civilian. And then, of course, he gets his Overwatch shot again. So, again, I have to try with this strategy that I had done last turn of trying to remove his Overwatch by hitting with Zebras. So, 50-50 and she missed last time. This time she hits him. So when she hits him, it removes his Overwatch. Which means critters can get over there and do something. I have Lene, control of Lene back this turn, actually. So I just have to worry about Thrax murdering Luke. Do I have anybody? I don't have anybody who's not mind-controlled who can throw a grenade, which is unfortunate. If Critters shoots with his shotgun and misses, he might blow up the cover, this tree. He can also use his sword, but his sword isn't super high damage. So I think I'm going to move here and see what happens when I shoot at him with the shotgun. 40% chance. And he does hit. So I'm kind of whittling him down. You can see the guy comes in with 25 hit points, which is a lot. You're lucky to do a shot for 5 damage. So it's kind of nuts. I don't know what the AI will do with control of Thrax on next turn. In theory, he's got his sword, and his sword is really good. It can probably one-shot anybody in the team. So that's... I don't know what the hell I could do about that except for shooting him. But it's better to let him kill somebody else than to shoot him because he's more useful than any other soldier I have. So I'm just going to let him run wild, basically. Okay. I'll take another shot at the Warlock. Yeah, that was pretty much an expected miss.
Even the smallest misstep could be costly at this stage, Commander.
And Luke is super hurt, so I might just run him the hell away, like, extremely. I'm trying to get away from the Thrax hate machine. But I also kind of want to move him towards the Warlock to set up an attack for next turn, possibly. So, really, I think I'm just going to have to accept the likelihood of somebody dying. Or maybe 2 somebodies. I guess we'll see. And move him up. So I'm going to move him here. The map, this map is, I don't know where it is geographically. I think it's somewhere in Africa, which is why it's like well, all desert. And it's also the site of a alien invasion where they're trying to kill civilians. So the burn marks and all the things that are on fire are because of that. So I sort of got lucky this turn. He can only control, I guess, one thing psionically per turn. And he has this ability where he, like, hibernates and summons ghosts, which are, like, clones of your soldiers, to try and defend him. So when he does that, he lost control of Thrax, which was pretty freaking stupid of him. So I think what I'm going to do... She needs to reload for sure. Can she shoot at anything? She's only got a 50-50 shot, but I'm going to make it because she can't do anything else potentially this turn. Okay, so yeah, a little bit of luck there. So when you do that, he kind of... He's immune to all attacks while he has his little spectral buddies out. And so when I killed that, he kind of woke up. So I'm going to get Luke right in his face because basically if I don't kill the Warlock this turn, something bad's going to happen and it's all going to go to hell. Somebody's... I mean, I keep saying somebody's going to die, but seriously, somebody's going to die. So... Let's see if Critters can save the day.
Moving to designated position.
Yeah, it looks like he can. He's got a 100% chance.
Enemies down.
So that was fighting one of the Chosen. The first time I did it, I had 6 people, and she only stayed for half health. So this time, this is what it's like when they have full health, which is to say a nightmare. I'm rooting for the aliens. Well, that's a little secret, isn't it, Fraggle? I can't believe nobody died there. That was a lot of AI making really questionable decisions. But everybody's alive, and we get to see everybody limp back from this mission, which will be pretty funny. Okay.
Great job, Commander. We sent the Chosen back to their masters with a few...
Alright, and the good news is the point of that mission, even though there was all that dicking around with the Chosen, was to save the civilians. And actually I saved most of the civilians because the aliens were too busy like wrecking my day to actually shoot any of them. Usually they'll kill 3, 4, 5, and they only killed 3. So we'll see how they look when they come back from this mission. It'll probably be pretty funny because it'll accurately show if they're injured or not. And they'll be kind of limping or sad. So yeah, you can see my character and Luke's character. Like, Luke is messed up. He can't even stand. He's a nerd. But I got a lot of promotions and nobody died, so even though that was a terrible, terrible mess, it actually ended up working out. Okay. So we'll get Critter's Blade Master. We'll get Luke. Luke's spec is a Ranger, which is pretty great. So I now have a fair amount of Rangers. Zebras gets a promotion, which I guess she earned by eventually making 1 shot. Thanks, Zebras. But I can pick up an ability for her called Lightning Hands, which is a really useful ability. What it is she's allowed to take a shot with her pistol, and it doesn't cost an action. So that's pretty handy. And it doesn't... you can use it multiple times in a mission. It's like... it has some long 3 or 4 turn cooldown. So yeah, that's that. Nobody died. Okay, so the civilians are objective items that will increase the amount of money that I make from that particular region. So saving a lot of them is beneficial for that reason. Okay.
Hello, Commander.
Okay, so I think here I'm going to take a quick break, maybe 5. I'm going to get myself a drink, and I'm going to see if I can add somebody to the stream if J-Rock is still around. So, yeah, let me see. Maybe I can put some horrible music on for you guys to not enjoy.
Combat against the aliens day
Oh, this is funny. Luke now has, like, some PTSD.
Eventually, this takes its toll in various ways.
Okay. Hopefully this isn't too loud. Let's see how it goes. Okay. So I'll leave you guys with knowledge of Luke's ugly face and his new demonophobia, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed in my level of professionalism too, Fraggle. I really need to get these things together, don't I? I think I can hear Luke hyperventilating as he does his push-ups and his new fear. So, yeah. There is a way to stop people from having these negative traits, but I don't have it yet. So basically, I'm just going to have to deal with it for a long time. And I don't know how I'm going to do that. It might be just never sending Luke on missions, because Chosen can show up on any mission, so... Or just dealing with it. It's gonna be sucky. Okay. I went to take a dump. I don't know where you get this idea that I need to go anywhere to take a dump. I would just take a dump during the stream and just be like sitting here in it. But then again, I can do multiple dumps, so yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick look at the chat here. I asked J-Rock if he was around to co-host, but he hasn't gotten back to me just yet. So it'll be just the sound of my horrible voice for the foreseeable future. But if you guys want to ask any questions about what's going on in the stream, feel free to do so in the chat now while I'm still paying attention to it. And also, if you have a question in the middle of the stream and I don't answer it, you can try pinging me on Discord, because that'll give me an alert that I'll actually see. Okay. I did go to get a drink, but that's not mutually exclusive with me taking a dump. Generally, it's generally assumed that I'm taking a dump whenever I do anything. All right, so, what am I gonna do with this mess? I guess I just gotta go back to scanning. Let me see how many soldiers I actually have that are ready. Could be some bad news here. I got Lene, I got Critters, and that's literally all of the soldiers that I have that are good and named. Everybody else is either tired or wounded. So that's not the best. Not the best at all. Too bad. Or on covert actions. I sent Fraggle and this nobody out on a covert action, so I can't use them. So I guess we're back to scanning. How's Fraggle doing? She's still out on their covert mission, trying to... I forgot, what did I send her to do? Oh, she's trying to figure out where the Mox who got kidnapped got taken. So that's what she's busy with right now. But she's alive, which is more than... Well, actually, nobody died yet, so I can't even say that. Okay, so I'm going to finish scanning here.
We have both lost, and in turn caused great loss for others.
Okay, so that's finished. I picked up those supplies, which can be useful for building new objects once you've researched them. I think I have... What am I doing right now? Magnetic weapons. So once those are researched, I'll be able to use them. Alright, so Madden's finished his training as a grenadier, which is great. I need one of those pretty badly. My only other one is Katie.
I suppose since that worked, we might as well keep it up.
Fraggle succeeded in her mission to go and try and find out where Mox is. So she's done that.
The resistance factions have helped to locate our captive soldier.
This mission is hard, I think.
We finally got a lead on where the Chosen have been holding our soldier.
Okay.
It's time we get him out of there.
So this mission is to save Mox, who got kidnapped earlier. But it has a small maximum squad size, which makes it a lot more difficult. I definitely want to send the Reaper because of her concealability and her ability to scout things. And then pretty much the other good troops I have, if I can find anybody. So it looks like I might be sending... Let's send Lene, because I need a specialist. And then I'll send Tim, Madden, or Critters. Which do I need more? A Ranger, a Sharpshooter, or a Grenadier? Let's send Madden. He hasn't done anything yet. And isn't he a handsome fella? Alright, so let's slap the medkit on onto Lynn, which I forgot to do before. And yeah, we'll see how this goes.
Sky Ranger deployed.
I think I've only ever done this kind of mission once before, so it's going to be fun. As I recall, it's like a giant,
We've confirmed that the soldier taken
like a giant fortified installation that you have to try and get the troop out of. So you're basically outnumbered pretty harshly, and enemy reinforcements just keep coming in. So you're trying to hide and get in, but it's pretty difficult.
drawing as little attention as possible. The latest intel has our operative being held in the main structure just ahead. We have the advantage of stealth here, so we should try to get in and out as quietly as possible. If the enemy spots us, this is going to get a whole lot harder.
Okay. So I have my concealment, and I have my shadow, which is a better version of concealment. Reaper... Jesus Christ. Reaper concealment is only broken if somebody goes like right beside them, which is easier than some of the other ones. Up here you have turrets, and the turrets have 5 health, but they also have 3 armor, which is pretty damn harsh, especially when I don't have a full squad. I can blow it up with a grenade, and that will get rid of 1 armor, but other than that, they're taking 3 less damage from every hit. And my basic weaponry only does like 3, 4, 5 damage, so it's pretty nightmarish. What year is this game set in? I'm not sure. Somebody can look that up, maybe.
The whole compound will go on high alert. We should hold back unless we have the target or it's an absolute emergency.
Alright. So I've got... Basically, my objective is to get Mox from his little... He's in a little, like a prison cell in here. So I have to find a way to get there. And I know there's these turrets here. And there's at least 1 soldier over here, so I guess I'll try going this way.
Moving as ordered.
Heading to that location.
And over here you have a indicator, security level 1, enemy at ease. I don't actually know what that means. The only other time I did this mission, I screwed it up enough that they immediately went to security level like infinite, and then just started dropping endless amounts of enemies on my head. And I don't know how to make them not do that. I guess it impacts the amount of sight range they have when they're trying to scout.
Moving out.
One thing I've got working for me here is the Reaper has her ability a remote start, which will blow up any explosive item on the map, and it will do double damage when it blows up to whoever's around it. And that might be useful, especially if things start going pear-shaped on me. Okay, again, we've got these turrets here. I think I'm gonna move around the corner here. And there's nobody over here, so I'm just gonna bust a move around here with these two, because they're not as stealthy as the Reaper is. And while I do want to keep everybody together, I also want to keep everything in front.
Schon unterwegs.
These sneaky concealment missions are probably not the most interesting to watch, but you can always have my incredibly boring commentary to keep you occupied instead. Right, guys? Right? Right? Yeah, absolutely.
Und los geht's.
Okay, I'm gonna let these clowns catch up for 1 turn before I get too crazy about anything and just put her into Overwatch. Alright.
My life is in your hands.
I don't see any other enemies here. So I think I'll move her up to this objective.
Volk says I am to obey. An alien patrol.
Not the tightest security when you can just literally walk into the open door beside the guy you're trying to save, who, you know, they're trying to interrogate and murder, but whatever. Tell us about the time you swam in the river naked during Christmas. Which time? You mean like last year? It's one of my traditions, obviously. I mean, come on. What do you think I do over here aside from play XCOM and be sad? It's obviously swim in rivers naked during Christmas.
Moving on.
That's one thing you'll find sometimes when you're telling them to move, is they'll take these really weird routes which seem to... seems like they don't really mind going up and down ladders or jumping down the side of a building no matter how high it is.
I go where you tell me.
I mean, I'm more lazy than that, so I wouldn't do that, but that's me.
Naturally.
So if I wanted to, I could have her open the door, but I'm pretty sure that puts everything on alert. And also, I would rather have Lene do it because she's the specialist, so she's good at opening the door. Which means when she's hacking it, she might be able to get some extra reward for it. So I'll try that next turn, but for now, I'll just get everybody in here. So far this went well in that nobody spotted me, but I think shit hits the fan as soon as I open the door. So let's see how that goes. Alright, let's open this door. Unlock this door without triggering security protocols or delay the current dark event projects for 2 weeks. The current dark event projects aren't actually that dire, so I'm going to go with the door. And she still manages to screw it up even with a 79% chance. So, probably that means everybody's going to go spazzy now.
Firebrand is in position and the compound is on full alert. Time to move. We're visible here.
All right. Let's open this door. I don't think Mox can actually do anything. I think he's just, like, injured and basically dead. So I have to carry him to the evacuation point. And I think what I'm going to do here is I'll move Madden here. I see if he can get a shot with this. Okay, he can get a shot on this. And I know there's another turret over here somewhere, I think. So, I am going to move the Reaper here. She's going to get spotted by the other turret, but I don't care about that, actually. And then what I'm going to do... Oh, here's a soldier, too. And actually, the soldier being there kind of screws my plan up. So that's bad. So that's not going to work. So instead, what I'm going to do is, this is the ability I was talking about here, remote start, where you'll blow something up. Both of the turrets are in the range of this little gas tank. So when I shoot that, it's going to blow up, and luckily that thing does a hell of a lot of damage because it doubles the damage of whatever the explosive is that's used to generate it. So she basically just killed those two turrets and got rid of those. I don't have to worry about them. I'm pretty sure they're going to airdrop like endless amounts of enemies onto my head. So I think what I'm going to do is blow up this wall with Madden. Who's really the sad one, the person playing XCOM or the people watching a sad person play XCOM? It's kind of a misleading question. We can all be sad. So she only has half of her action left. 75% chance to basically save the day. Okay, so that's good. Now they're going to get a turn, and I imagine they're going to bring more people in. Yeah. So what you'll see here is they'll set these little flares up. And when they do that, on the next turn, they're going to drop a bunch of aliens onto that location. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Reaper into shadow. I'm going to move out here to grab this object, whatever it is, because I'm greedy. And also get to spot if there's anything out here that I need to worry about. There isn't anything, so I will move Madden closer to the evacuation point and put him on Overwatch. And I'm going to have Lenny worry about picking up this useless pile of garbage. And start carrying him to the evacuation point. So when she's doing this, it's a little bit weird the way it works. Her mobility isn't actually affected, but she isn't able to do anything action-wise unless she drops him, which would take another action to pick him up. So she's going to fireman carry this guy, and she's basically useless, which means I have just the Reaper and Madden who are actually able to do anything. The Reaper I'm going to move closer to the evacuation point because they're going to drop a bunch of aliens in this top part of the map here, and then probably I can just run away on my next turn if I want. those turrets being that close to that explosive thing, and the fact that I brought a Reaper really made this a hell of a lot easier than it would have been. Because if I had to face those things down with their 3 armor with something that wasn't doing ridiculous damage like that explosive did, I would be shit out of luck. Okay, so when they move, Madden's going to get his shot, and he misses.
Not good.
Oh, and they're going to move into some kind of position. Okay, there might be other aliens somewhere else. And now that they know that I'm here and the security level is up, they're dropping more aliens in here. So really, if I can get out of here this turn, I'm going to. There's no real reason for me to stick around. And I can, so I'm just going to do that. And nobody can get there without doing a full double move, so nobody can even shoot. But evacuating is a free action. So that's basically it. Okay, and I'm going to evacuate everybody. And that was a good mission, actually. I think this would be bad. Did I win yet? No, I didn't win yet, but nobody died. The last mission was an absolute train wreck with like 2 people getting mind controlled, but then they were stupid and they didn't kill each other. So, yeah. So that's good. That means we get the skirmisher Mox back, which basically opens up my roster with 1 more person who's sort of useful. And it also, the Chosen have weaknesses to the upgraded classes, so having him can be handy if one of them shows up or if you're assaulting them. You should try and win. That's a good idea. I should get good is what I should do. Okay, I can pick up Haywire Protocol, which is great. So we'll do that. And other than that, that's pretty much it.
I will not forget what you and your soldiers have done for me.
Efficiently executed and no casualties. You can lead the Reapers any day, Commander. Well done.
I think he's voiced by what's his name? This guy. As I saw, William Frakes or whatever his name is, Riker from TNG. So basically, Riker just sent me on a mission to save Worf.
All we've got. And I know the aliens aren't happy about losing one of their own.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back to scanning. I think I've been trying to build make contact with this one region for a long time.
Skirmisher faction. They may look like Advent, but they sure don't act like it.
Getting Mox back shows me where their little base is, which you can scan at, and it gives you some bonus that I think doesn't matter for much.
You know them as they were, the soldiers of Advent. Commander, I believe it is time that we meet.
Okay.
I am Atos, first of the freed Advents.
Alrighty.
Safe here. Praetor Mox
So that also gives me contact with the skirmishers. So all I need to do now is contact the Templars, and I'll have all 3 of those done. So the resistance ring is finally done, which lets me open up these covert ops that I had been doing before. So I can try and locate the Templars, I can hunt the assassin, which is a 3-part mission that lets you eventually kill her, form a soldier bond, get a certain kind of research, recruit a scientist, which is pretty good, or gather intelligence.
Our soldiers could potentially be attacked or taken captive while in the field. So it's not as easy.
And I think I'm going to go ahead and try to locate the Templars. The only problem here is I need to send a sergeant. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that is William Frakes. So the only person I can send here is Lene, because she's the only person who's at least that rank who isn't tired or wounded right now. So that's a little bit risky. If I send her, I'm going to have no good troops, basically, at all. But I do have 5 troops, so I think I'm just going to do it. Okay, and I can send somebody else with her who will automatically get a promotion. So who do I want to do for that? Somebody who's kind of a backbencher who I'm not too worried about, but that I would also like to catch up. Who might that be? Grenadier, Ranger. Do I have another Ranger who's available? No. I could take one of these crap rookies. Let's just send. I'll send W so that he gets an upgrade. and becomes a somebody instead of a nobody. Then I need to go to the armory because I have some soldiers. The soldiers who came back from that covert op, which is Fraggle and this nobody, Peter Vizier, got upgrades from doing the covert op. Fraggle's a grenadier, which is great. So this will make... She's got this genius level combat intelligence and that will upgrade I'd given her, and she's rolled as a good class that I like. So Fraggle is going to be one of my, basically, you know, A-tier characters probably, up to the point where I get her killed because she has a stupid-looking mohawk. And this nobody is a ranger, so maybe I'll make him Smith later. He's got a stupid haircut. I bet Smith has a stupid haircut. I bet right now, wherever Smith is, he's feeling his hair and being like, man, how did he know I have a stupid haircut? You're the kind of person that anytime somebody, or you speak, people will know you have a stupid haircut. It's just a part of you. Okay. I really wish I had another engineer. Alright, now we have guerrilla ops coming up. So remember earlier I was talking about the dark events that the aliens can do to try and give you some kind of negative effect. The guerrilla ops are how you counter these. So generally speaking, what will happen is you'll get a set of 1, 2, or 3 guerrilla ops to do, depending on how many dark events they're preparing, and you have to choose only one of them to try and sabotage. So they'll have different rewards, and they'll counter a different thing, and they might have different situations. These are called sit reps, which are just like random modifiers. My choices here are get a scientist and counter the Advent Stun Lancer one, or get some supplies and counter the Chosen one. The Chosen one is bad news. You saw how much the Chosen fucked me up on that other mission, and if that had happened on a harder mission, it probably would have been a total fucking wipe. So I'm going to want to get rid of that. Also, the sit rep is something that's good instead of something that's bad. And also, recovering an item from an Advent vehicle might be something that I think gives me a hack objective? I'm not sure. So I'll see who I can bring for this that's of any use. Alright, so generally when I'm starting this, it'll autofill these, but I kind of like to go from scratch. Alright. I'm going to take Fraggle, for sure. Start getting her trained up. I'm going to take the Skirmisher, Mox. I don't have a specialist I can bring, which is kind of unfortunate. Emir is wounded, and Lene's on that covert action that I said I was going to send her on. So I'm going to leave them. Zebras is tired, so I'm not going to use Katie. Which means the Reaper is great, but I don't really need her for this mission. I'm going to send her for something that I'm more worried about. So I'll take Critters, and I'll need to take 2 more people. I'll take Tim, and I will take Madden. Just because it saves me making a Smith character. Did you even make a character for me, or did you just go on a tangent about my dumb haircut? Which one of those do you think is more likely? No, if I was next time I bring a character that is a nobody, I'll make him you. And then I'll give him a stupid haircut for sure. But I don't need to do that yet, so I'm not gonna. Because if I get all the way to the end of the stream without having to do it, I'll do it off stream because I think it's sort of boring to watch. Unless several of you message me in this thing saying, actually, I want to see you make Smith. That's a lot of fun. So, and also, you all sound like... I love the way Fraggle looks here, just with his back red lighting. Fun. Alright, so this is I think the first mission where Fraggle is actually being used. So, hopefully she dies. You want to see me make Smith? Okay, if you guys want to see me make him, I'll make him after this mission. Nobody was paying attention when I made Fraggle, but I think that was at the end of the stream where nobody was, or where everybody was just like zoned out. Okay, so this mission has a timer, but part of it has a sit rep, which is stealth insertion. So the timers don't start until I break concealment.
I go as ordered.
So I can basically just dick around and scout as much as I want without having to worry about too much. So I am going to do that. The object I have here is I'm trying to hack something out of this little car.
To that position.
Which sucks because I don't have a specialist with me. Both of them are tired, but
Got it.
yeah, I'll manage.
I've got enemy movement here.
Fraggle is wearing white face. It's not racist. She's being ironic about it. She's doing like a reverse minstrel show.
Rolling out.
And yeah, I guess if I make Smith on stream, I can have some input from you guys in how I'm making these characters, because I've been winging it, and you can kind of see the process I've been doing. Okay, snipers tend to benefit from high ground, so I'm gonna want Tim to be somewhere elevated, ideally on top of this building, and then just kind of snipe people from there. But for now, I'll get her behind this tree. Alright, so it's a sectoid and a trooper, so that's not a terribly difficult group. I'll move Mox over here. And again, because I'm not worried about that timer just yet, I'm going to take my time and kind of dick around a little bit more than I might otherwise.
Got it.
That's affirmative. On Overwatch.
When you go into Overwatch, when you're in concealment, they will only make their Overwatch shot if they get spotted. So they won't break out of their hiding. They'll just, if they do get spotted, then they'll make their reaction. Alright, so we'll see what they do. If they move really far out, they're going to spot everybody. It doesn't look like they did. He really did a number on that door, though. Okay, so now I can't move most of the squad without alerting all these aliens. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a little bit of a trap here. Fraggle is going to go into Overwatch without moving. And Critters is too. And then after that, I'm going to shoot with Tim to basically wake them up. And then they'll take the Overwatch shots too, and I'll use the other two people to clean up if it doesn't go too well. So let's see how that goes. Alright, so Tim makes her shot and immediately kills the trooper. So the sectoid's by himself. He's going to run, but he's going to get shot at by Fraggle and Critters. Critters misses. And Fraggle didn't... Oh, there she goes. And Fraggle shoots him for 5, so that's pretty good. He's only got 3 left. And if I move Mox over here, I can get a flanking shot on him, I think. And I'll open up with Mox, because if it doesn't go well, Madden's a Grenadier and he can just blow him up. Alright, no need. So that's that group taken care of. I'm going to move Madden over here. What's Overwatch? Yeah. Overwatch means they will stay put on their turn, and if something moves in their sight range on the alien's turn, they'll shoot at it. Okay, so now that the first aliens have been sighted, the container detonation thing starts, and I only have 7 turns to finish the mission, which is not so bad, because knowing I had that stealth insertion sit rep basically gained me 2 turns, so I know that's not going to be too harsh of a time limit. I do obviously still want to keep moving, but it's not a huge problem if I dawdle a bit. So I think what I'm going to do first is I'll move Mox up onto this roof with his grapple, because that's a free action. I'll see if there's any more aliens. If there are, I'll set up to kill them, and if there are not, then I know I've got a good eye on this objective, and I can just kind of set up for that. Okay. So he doesn't spot anything. I want to get Tim up on this roof, so I'll get her up here.
No need to ask twice.
And everybody else will just kind of creep up a bit, but not so much that I'm in too much danger of activating another group of aliens somewhere. Probably if the Chosen were going to show up, they would have done it already. So it's mine to lose at this point, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
I'm on it.
Okay. I'm going to get a little bit more greedy with Critters' move to kind of catch him up. So the next turn, if I need him for anything like a sword shot, I've got him. But nothing really went down. Nobody got spotted or seen or anything, so I'm going to reload his weapon, put him into Overwatch, and I'm going to put Madden into Overwatch, and that way if any aliens pop out on their turn, we'll get some automatic shots at them. Alright. So to get to this little crate, I need to get to the back of the truck. So I think what I'll do is I'll move up with Tim.
On my way.
So this is a good vantage spot for a point for a sniper. I think I'll just leave Tim here for the rest of the mission, regardless of what anybody else does, and just keep creeping up on this truck. And I'm gonna double move Fraggle so that she catches up. Critters can go here.
On my way.
I'm gonna have him open this door and put him into Overwatch. Music just started up like something happened, but nothing seemed to.
Come get some.
I've got lots of time still, miles of time, so I'm not gonna move up. I'm just gonna put everybody into Overwatch and see what happens. So those waves over there are aliens moving. They're basically on the other side of the truck, I can tell now. So I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put Tim into Overwatch before I even move anybody. And then I'm going to move Mox up and see if I can spot that second group. If I can, he can make a shot this turn, and Tim will get her shot before these guys scramble and go into cover. Or she could just stand there. Oh, no, there she goes. And she missed anyways.
Target still up.
His position isn't terribly good, though. So I think I'm just going to move him back. But I don't need to do that yet. Okay.
Headed there now.
So what I'm going to do with Fraggle is blow up this guy and his cover. The stun lancers are a pain in the ass. They can, well, it sounds like what they do is they can stun you. When they stun you, you can go unconscious. And that's like the ability that the Chosen have to daze you, only it's permanent. It doesn't, it lasts for the rest of the mission. So it's pretty harsh.
Roger that.
So I do want to get this stun lancer dead this turn. Got a 70% chance with Madden, and he gets him. Now, for the sectoid, I'm just going to move him into cover. Oh, that's harsh. Oh, I guess there was another group like right on the side, or right on the other side of that truck. Okay, so that's yucky. And of course, there's another stun lancer with them, so I have that problem again. What can critters do about it? Not too much. Not too much. I think I'm gonna do a sword swipe on this guy. Hope for a good hit. No, not enough to kill him. Alright, so he's ran up to critters and stabbed them with his shock baton, which has stunned him. So it's not as bad as being unconscious, but it is also obviously not good. So critters is basically useless for a turn. Meanwhile, the sectoids run away, and he's made this guy into like a psionic zombie. Basically, they can take dead guys and make them into zombies. Oh, critters was only stunned for 1 round, so it only had the effect of taking half of his action. But because he has the sword, I can just run up and swipe this priest again. And when I did that, because he had done the psionic bond move, it's also going to kill... Oh, no, it's not. Ah, it sucks. That sucks out loud. I didn't realize he was already an improved priest. Okay, so the improved priests won't die when you kill them. They will, they'll basically go into like this little hibernation. So that's kind of screwed me over. So I think what I'm gonna do is just let the sectoid do his thing. Let the zombie just run loose and focus on killing the stun lancer, and then getting an overwatch shot on this priest so that he can't immediately kill critters.
I'm on the move.
Luckily, again, that timer isn't too much of a limit. Alright, so Fraggle messes this guy up. I kind of wish Tim was Zebras and had the that Quick Hands ability. Okay. If I don't like Madden's chances here percentage-wise, I can always just grenade. 83 isn't that bad, and Mock still has both of his actions, so let's do that. Alright.
Enemies down. On reserves.
Okay, so now I need to save Private Critters. So I'm going to run him over the side of the truck and put him on Overwatch so that he's going to get an Overwatch shot at the priest when the priest wakes up. I'm going to do the same thing with Tim. Now, Tim's more likely to take a shot at the sectoid or this useless zombie, but I can't move her either because she's a sniper without removing her ability to Overwatch. So basically I have to hope Mox gets it done. And rather than move and take the Overwatch shot, he's just going to put critters into statuses, which isn't too bad. Basically, it just means he can't attack or be attacked. Oh shit, J-Rock is here. Alright, let me finish up this mission, and then I'm going to try and figure out the audio mix for getting somebody else in here. Alright, the sectoid just tried to mind control Tim, and when it failed, she panicked. So she didn't take her Overwatch shot. And now she's run away and tried to shoot at the zombie, but she's panicked, so it's not going to work. Mox misses a point-blank shot against that same zombie and also lights that car on fire. So that's not terribly useful. Okay, so a lot of people are down now. Critters is in stasis, and Tim is panicking, which means I only have Fraggle, Mox, and Madden to do things with. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this stupid priest to Madden, and I'm gonna use a grenade so that I don't have to worry about the possibility of a miss. But I think I do have to move him. Maybe Fraggle can do it. Fraggle's a little bit closer. Ah, there we go. So I'm gonna do this, blow this guy up without damaging the cover that Critters is under, so that if he wants to stay there, he can. I'm not sure if the stasis ends when he dies. It does not. Okay. So now, somewhere over here I've got a sectoid, but I can't see him anymore. That car is going to blow up this turn, so I'll move Madden over here, see if I can find the sectoid, and go from there. I cannot. So I'm going to have Mox shoot the zombie twice. The zombie will die if the sectoid does. But I can't even see the damn sectoid, so I guess I gotta waste time for another turn. I don't know what the AoE on this car is. I was gonna put Madden into Overwatch, but now I'm thinking maybe that's stupid. It's just gonna blow up and kill him maybe. So I gotta move him. Alright, so Critters is out of stasis. That car blows up. Here's the sectoid. What's he doing? He takes a normal shot at Fraggle and hits her. And Tim is no longer panicked, but her weapon's empty because she flipped out and emptied it. And also, I'm running out of time. But I think I can kill this annoying sectoid, who's been a pain in the ass, because if you recall in the last mission, I was worried about the sectoid being far away. And that's kind of why, is you'll end up just in an endless cycle of dealing with their annoying psionic hits, debilitating people and making zombies and all that crap. And it's a bunch of stuff you don't even have to deal with if you just kill the damn thing on the first turn. But as it stands, I'm going to have Madden knock down the cover it was taking. And Fraggle move up and hopefully finish it off. She's got a 71% chance, which isn't the greatest, but yeah, she missed.
A useful aid.
I have him grapple up here. For some reason, it's not letting him do justice. I don't know why. It's like he doesn't have a line of sight, but he very clearly does. He does have a 90% chance to kill, or to shoot him. But unless I find some other source of damage this turn, he's going to live. Really, it depends how far Critters can shoot. I don't want to take him out of cover, though. Yeah. Shotguns are fairly inaccurate at long range. 59% chance isn't the best. But he still gets it done. Okay, so that's kind of in the nick of time, because on the next turn is when the I have to get the container from the inside the van. All right, so this is the turn I need to get into this van, open it up, and get the objective from it. It does tell me here in the objectives, neutralize all enemy targets, that all the aliens are dead. So all I need to do is pick up this thing. And I'll see what the rewards are on this. Oh, I need a full action to do it. Okay. Well, I guess I gotta move here.
Good copy. Moving on target.
And it's gonna be Fraggle who's able to hack it.
Let's see what we've got.
Anybody who isn't a specialist has god-awful hacking ability. So yeah, you can see here the enemy protocol is back, but it's only a 4% chance to unlock. If she gets it, she'll be a bizarrely good hacker, considering she's a normal soldier. Her hacking skill will go from 5 to 25, but she doesn't pass it.
I've got it. Goods.
Status confirmed. All hostiles are down and the area is secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
All right, and that's that. Another mission where nobody dies. This is the 5th, I think? The 6th? Jeez. What am I, good at this game?
Will not be undone by the reckless actions of a few misguided dissidents today.
And Fraggle's proud of herself. She got injured, but her spirits seem to be good.
And we shall
End the Elder's false vision.
Alright, and I got a couple of promotions to sort out here.
Until it is done, there can be no other path for us.
An ability for Mox here. Throwing a grenade or using an item no longer ends the turn. Isn't that great, but I'll take it anyways. Tim needs Long Watch pretty bad so that she can make Overwatch shots from a longer range. And that's pretty much that. Okay, so that counters the dark event. We also have a soldier bond that's available. So Tim and Madden are apparently going to be best friends. A grenadier and a sharpshooter. I've already got one sharpshooter in a bond, and I still don't like sharpshooters that much. But Madden is my B grenadier anyway, so I'm not too concerned about it. Okay, and here they are, best friends. Where's the randomize button?
led by the intrepid forces of XCOM, dealt another
That'll do.
blow today.
Armstrong and Madden, hammer and anvil. Let's fix that. What is text box? Which text box is which? Hammer and anvil. Okay. Dingus and dingus. That's better. That's a god-awful font. Let's find a font that's better. This one looks really stupid, so that's great. There you go. Best friends. Okay, and that's a poster from that mission. Freckle's got a nice pose here. Fraggle and Tim are kind of holding down this posing here. And I also like that Critters is just the normalest looking guy in the entire thing. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and mute my mic. I'm going to leave this beautiful portrait here for everybody to admire. And I'm going to see if I'm able to add people to this call without fucking everything up. So I'll be right back.
Substrats. Well, got a little bit of delay. Let's try this again. Now I can hear you. Yes. Right? Ah. That makes sense. Something. I think I am talking over this stream.
Is that. Okay, so you guys can hear both me and J-Rock now, I think? Yeah, now J-Rock was having a conversation with himself because I'd muted my mic. But now you guys should be able to hear me, right?
I always have conversations with myself.
That's true. That's true. I do the same thing. I'll like wander around my house and then just say nothing to myself because I'm a bad person. All right, so how familiar are you with XCOM? Are we just chilling, or are you giving me useful advice? What's the story?
Useful advice. I've played the first one.
Okay, it's fairly similar, but like it's similar in terms of format, but then everything else about the actual like aliens and shit is different. So whatever.
So probably not useful advice then.
Yeah, you will know enough to say when I'm screwing up clearly and yell at me, which I think is going to help everybody. So I think our first order of business is going to be to build myself a smith.
Don't forget the bad commentary or colorful commentary.
Yes.
There was quotations around colorful.
Yes. Is that to say that it's like you're just going to go back to the minstrel show thing and just be horribly racist the entire time? That would be colorful.
Whoa.
Okay, who was the soldier that I had who I wanted to make into Smith? It was this guy who has the boring names and the dumb haircut.
Sorry about the dogs, people.
Yeah, no problem. I think everybody's going to be like, show us your dog. We got to see the dog. This is turning into a god-awful talk show instead of a god-awful everything else that it was. Okay.
The dog is giving us her 2 cents, too. She says there are less bones on this game.
Yeah, that's our real co-host. I just called so that I could have a dog bark at me while I'm doing things. This character has an ugly-looking mole, so that's probably more like Smith. I do like his dumb-looking haircut.
Yeah, you would want to have something that looks really stupid to be Smith.
Yeah. All right. What are we feeling for facial hair, people? You can kind of help me out in the chat. Show us the dogs too. Absolutely. This stream is just gonna devolve into several pictures of my dick.
Wait, does Smith have a beard in real life?
Does it
I
matter?
don't think he does.
Does
No, he
it
probably
really
doesn't.
matter? I've tried to go over all of these so people can get an idea of which the dumbest looking ones are, and I'll probably go with the first one that somebody says in this stream. I think I don't know how far they are behind us, like maybe 20, 25 seconds.
Probably. You guys should probably go for mutton chops. I'm just saying. Oh, French mustache, nice.
There's a French mustache? Which one's French?
I don't know, that's what Wayne said.
Yeah.
Oh, the dong-looking chin things.
This
There we
thing?
go.
That's pretty awful. Okay. Dong-looking chin things. What the hell does that mean? He does have this. There's a pretty awful-looking mustache. I'm kind of going with that. And then everybody's going to yell at me and tell me to go back and do another one, but whatever.
I'm really digging the mutton chops, though.
You want the mutton chops?
Yeah, they look horrendous.
They are pretty bad looking. And the thing about any of the, I'll show you, any of the weird facial hairs, and this is something you can see in Luke, is that when you change the hair color, it just gets horrible looking. Especially if it's like an unnatural color. Like this? Look at this fucking nightmare. What the hell is that? So what color do we want his horrible mutton chops to be? I'm thinking maybe something unnatural for sure. Orange, purple, pink, blue. This teal is already Luke. Troll hair Smith? Yeah, pretty much. Excuse me.
I think Troll Hair Smith is the best one.
Okay, I like the blue. I like the blue until somebody, yeah, unless somebody says different. So, am I allowed to? No, okay, I can't. Can I give him a nickname yet? No, I can't give him a nickname yet. So for now, he's just gonna be Troll Hair Smith. All right, let's go back to making this man ugly. Okay, helmet or hat. You gotta be careful with these because they will suppress his hair if we let them. So I don't know if there's anything we really want here. Some of these are so stupid looking. If it doesn't showcase both the mutton chops and the hair, it's out. So I can give him a bandana. That's about it, or a headband. Yeah, exercise troll. I'm down with that. What else we got? I was gonna give him a monocle, obviously. Come on, you got no choice. Most of these masks cover up his face. I think I'm feeling a cigarette with a monocle because that's kind of like a upper class swine vibe.
Do we have any like bacon? Because that would be totally the antithesis of a.
Oh, that's true. I wish there was any kind of meat we could put on him, but we can make him meat colored. Like we'll make him pink and red in his armor. Or maybe
Yes.
maybe we can see something. Or we can put blood all over his face. Yeah, let's do that. We'll put blood all over the vegan's face. So he's a bourgeoisie blood troll. We want to give him any scars, make him even uglier. Yeah, let's give him a double eye slice because it looks like that's where all the blood came from. I think this is going well. This is a handsome looking fella. Let me look. Cigarette with a holder. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I can't really get a cigarette holder. That would be pretty good, but I'm thinking of a cigarette holder. Monocle looks so stupid just floating in the air. That's absolutely true, yes. Okay.
They're modeling it after Smith, remember? So.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've never seen Smith before, but I'm also 100% sure this is exactly what he looks like in real life. All right, so let's rock these bacon colors. So like red and white, that kind of pinkish fuchsia and white, so it looks like it's got stripes in it. And then all I gotta do is try and find an armor set that looks a little bit like meat. So let's see what we got. Ah, zebra. He sort of looks like a big piece of meat now. His arms. Yeah, I like that one. That one's got him rocking some crazy meat. Crazy meat.
It's the only meat he rocks. Got a fish.
Maybe that's why he's a vegan, because he's rocking so much meat. He's just like, oh, it would unbalance my diet. I think we got to give him one of these two kinds of hot pants. Let me see if there's any more that are more nude. Okay, we got long bacon hot pants that are like stitched up at the side, or just like short shorts. What do you think?
Short shorts.
Yeah. Okay, we're getting the short
Honestly,
shorts.
seen short shorts.
Yeah. I wish I could zoom in on that ass. Just yes. Okay, tattoos would be under his armor, so I think that's mostly it. All we got to do is take his weapon, make it pink, and put a meat pattern on it. I don't know. Is that the best pattern we got? I kind of like that one. There. That's a handsome-looking fella. He's a handsome boy. And he's got that ass. I'm pretty happy. Okay, well, you have to get to, I think, sergeant rank before you can unlock the call signs. So I might change his name around then, but for now he'll be Troll Hair Smith, and maybe we'll put like Meat Mountain in there or something in the middle.
His call sign will be the meat pounder.
Yeah, it might look more like bacon if it's more red, but yeah, that's a good idea. I'll call him Meat Pounder, and then it'll be ambiguous between the hot pants and the bacon thing, what exactly I mean by that. Okay, so he's a handsome boy.
We definitely live in ambiguity.
It's just like him. I don't think even he knows what he's doing. I don't know if I'm coming or going. I don't know if I'm making bacon or Or what?
I'm pounding meat.
Yeah, exactly. Making homemade bacon. Alright, what the fuck am I doing in this game and where am I? People keep not dying, but I've been playing pretty sloppy, so I'm imagining between being distracted by people talking and trying to look at the chat, I'm only going to get worse and worse. So as I get more and more complacent, things will get worse and worse. I need to finish making contact with this stupid region, though.
Yep, gotta get all of Africa.
Yeah, it hasn't shown me the, what the hell is this? Okay. So this here is, they finally started with what's called the Avatar project. And this is basically the aliens' objective for the rest of the game is to complete this. So it's basically the time limit of the game. And you can see it up here. If all of these boxes fill in, I have a very short amount of time to remove some of their progress, or I just lose the game.
Pretty metal.
Yep. Blacker than the blackest black. Time's infinity. You ever seen that, Metalocalypse?
No, honestly, I haven't.
It's pretty good. It's like an adult swim show, but it's based around like black metal. And the premise is that it's a black metal band who's like the most popular in the world. But you should check out the first episode, because the first episode is a pretty good idea of what goes on in it. It's basically, they've sold out and made a coffee jingle, and they're going to perform their coffee jingle in like the Antarctic or something. And when they go to do it, they have all the fans sign things called pain waivers that say they're legally allowed to murder their own fans. So they just do. Like they have all these like dangerous pyrotechnics and shit that just kill their own fans. It's pretty good.
Pretty metal.
Yep.
Yeah, I gotta watch it. I like Adult Swim shows.
Yeah, it's a good one, especially if you like metal at all, because they do have some references. I think like one of the first episodes they go into a place that's called Demu Burger, and it's just like yeah. All right, so I finished the. Sorry, go ahead.
Did you do any references to like Nile?
I don't know about Nile. They've got Burzum for sure. They got Dimmu Borgir for sure. They have a lot of cameos from various metal people. Like they have, I think, half the members of Metallica come in for the first episode. I think the Metallica people play like you got Hetfield playing some miscellaneous fan who gets maimed. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna research resistance radio because I need to try and get the region bonus from Africa, and I can now build the second tier of weapons, so that's good. If I can afford them.
Hello, Commander.
Which is a big if. Yeah, I don't have any alien alloys, which I would need, and I don't have 2 engineers, so basically I'm shit out of luck.
I got a report of some creaking down by
Womp
the
womp.
aft lift yesterday.
Aw.
Well, that's it. Game's over. Stream's over. Everybody go home.
Objective added.
Okay.
So we'll be streaming Minecraft next.
Yeah, exactly. But we'll be playing it on what's it called when the mode where you can't actually be hurt.
Creative?
Yeah, we're gonna be playing it on creative mode because I just can't take another loss. It's not gonna be any good.
And before I change the game mode to hardcore, like 50 creepers.
I'll be like, no, I've suffered enough. All right, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna scan next. Hopefully they give me a supply thing soon because I need the alloys and the Illyrium. Those are like special items. But I'm gonna go to this convoy ambush and get the grenade and the ammo because those are actually harder to get until later in the game.
When do you get to like go for Iran and stuff? Like channel your inner George Bush.
Yeah, soon. I'll try and make it a priority to get over there and basically rule them like a king. Improve pistols. Improving the damage of pistols by 1. That's not so bad. I might do that. These breakthroughs, I don't know exactly how they work. I think they're like time limited, so when they come up just randomly, if you don't do them, you have to wait till the next time they come up. But that's basically +1 damage to all pistols for the rest of the game, period. It's like a flat bonus, so I might as well do that. Oh, here's my
Tell
supply
us.
right.
Word that the resistance hit an advent supply line. We have an opportunity to salvage some high-value materials, assuming we can clear out.
Costello says she wanna, or he wanna make contact with Eastern Europe.
Just leave it. Save everywhere else in the world. До свидания, comrade. You must save us and bring sliced bread.
Nikolai, I need a vodka.
Please,
Very
Sergey.
offensive Russian.
Yeah, I don't know if you can even make jokes like that anymore. We might have just doomed the stream. Oh well. What the fuck am I gonna do in this supply run? This mission's gonna be hard.
Sounds like you need some hard players.
Yeah, the hardest. Alright, I'm gonna
Rock
bring
hard.
these two because they're buddies. I need a specialist. Which means I basically have to take Emir, I think. Yeah, I have to take Emir. And it's from here it's kind of open. Mox is sort of useless. I'm gonna take the Reaper though, because she's a good scout.
Can I take the meat
then-
pounder?
The meat pounder. What is he? I forget what I made him.
Smith.
Oh, he's a
Roll
he's a ranger. Yeah, that's perfect actually.
Ah.
That'll round it out. Yeah, let's do. Good God, he's ugly. Why the fuck did I do that? This is the thing that sucks is
out of her life.
yeah, these Reapers you can't customize too much, so I don't think I could make them look as stupid. I guess I could try, but I tried earlier to make this into a Fraggle and I couldn't even change her name, which kind of sucked. So whatever, I guess we're just stuck with her.
Sorry, Fraggle. You don't have a cool name like the meat pounder.
I mean, you can kind of like take some solace in the fact that we're taking a troll. That's almost like a Fraggle.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Well, Fraggle has a little bit more class. Well,
Yeah, I mean anybody
or-
has more class than that fucking thing. Look at it.
We're targeting an advent food transport that resistance forces managed to disable in this region.
And I'm still happy with my decision to make Emir just not have any pants at all. I'm not sure what's going to happen when he ranks up, if they're actually going to force him to put on armor. That would kind of suck.
How does this game work without Ymir having armor?
I mean, it's just cosmetic. The first tier armor is basically just Kevlar, so it doesn't matter. The next ones, they change your appearance, but it keeps certain elements of what you've chosen. So like the pattern and the colors, and yeah, it's kind of weird. But it'll be more, I mean, I'll have a better idea soon when I've actually got those armor sets. This mission's going to be fucked. Absolutely fucked. I don't have any mid-tier weapons or armor, and it's got a sit rep on it, Savage, which means it's full of like horrible monster enemies, which at this point in the game are probably going to be very hard. Yeah, that's
You're
gonna
gonna get boned.
probably. I do start from concealment, and I have a Reaper, so I can kind of set myself up a lot. But past that, not a lot I can do. Get some scouting done with my meat pounder here. You know, it'd be a tragedy though if he died before we officially named him Meat Pounder.
Oh, that would suck.
That would
Well,
be
he
the
just fights Smith to fuck something up.
It would. Like, would I have to bring him back and give him a second life just so that I can make fun of him?
I think so, yes.
Those are the hard decisions you have to make that are being forced on us by the meat pounder.
Yeah, the meat pounder's really forcing us.
Copy that.
That's the way of the meat pounder. Is he's always just forcing. He's never asking. He's always taking.
Just jamming.
I can hear some pretty horrible sounding screams. I think there's berserkers on this mission, which will be hilarious because I still have the basic weapons.
Alien activity.
Yeah, okay, we got Faceless down here, which isn't too bad.
You should have named one of them Trumps. That'll give you like a boost against foreign aliens.
Yeah, and like there's I think the best suit of armor in the game has an ability that I'm pretty sure is called Shield Wall. So maybe I'll get like a Trump character and then just use shield wall all the time, and that'll be his gimmick.
Just make sure the aliens pay for it.
Yeah. Well, technically, yeah, they will be, because you steal all the technology from them.
There you
Holy
go.
shit, that's a lot of faceless.
Maybe Trump plays a lot of SCOM. So I'll just...
I mean, he doesn't spend a lot of his time actually ruling your country, so I don't fucking know.
Oh yeah.
Affirmative, covering now.
Yeah, you look up. This is your political commentary on this XCOM stream.
Moving to position.
Yeah, I said colorful, so I'm delivering.
Actually, I have some clients in the States, and it was funny because I went down and I was, doing whatever work crap, and we were making jokes about Trump when he was running before he even had the nomination. And then I went back after the election, and nobody wanted to make jokes anymore. Everybody was just sad.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are right now.
And it's like you go through the airports in the States, and you'll have like the news on, and people will just look away as soon as he comes on. It's like a subconscious thing. It's pretty funny.
I remember when he was elected, I was in Vegas flying back to where I'm from, North Carolina, and these people were just like all really happy about it, and then you see this other side that are just like pissed off that you won.
Alright, so I'm going to try and set this up. I'm going to try and set this up so I only trigger one of these groups at once. And if it's just faceless, this is actually not so bad. I'm always worried about other kinds of guys showing up. And they may be somewhere else on the map, but for now they haven't shown up, so... Aimir, any...
They come to flank you.
Yeah, they might, because just the way that they're set up. So I'm trying to move over so that when I trigger one of them, it doesn't necessarily trigger the other. Let's see how that goes. Amir's pretty far behind, so it's going to take another turn for him to catch up. But these faceless aren't so dangerous now. They're dangerous to rookies, because they can one-shot rookies. Oh, stop walking away. Come back. Come back. I hate you.
We just need Overwatch to, I mean, not Overwatch. We need a meat pounder.
On my way.
Yeah, I gotta
web.
I gotta bring back the meat, or bring the meat pounder over and get him ready. Get him ready for some pounding. All right, now we can finally
pound that meat.
At least we can spot them now. Hopefully, I can set up to start shooting on this next turn because I'm getting antsy. This is fucking tedious.
Moving out.
Yeah, the Reapers have an ability soon. I think it might be her next promotion. That whenever she spots somebody, they stay visible forever. And it's actually really, really useful for shit like this, where I've only got eyes on one of the squads, and every time they move out of range, I can see them again. But I don't have it yet. Luckily, they moved back, so now I can definitely start shooting them. Alright, Zebras has a 100% chance to shoot. That's...
She'll still miss.
Well, she might shoot at the 98% guy and then miss, because she's just... I mean... Those who have interacted with Zebras know that she's just a disappointment.
Heading to that location.
Oh, I guess Katie couldn't move there without getting spotted, so... Whoops. I was going to have her shoot, but it doesn't matter too much. I don't think these guys can actually hit me on this turn anyways. They get like a half move when they first get revealed, instead of a full one. Yeah, Zebras does make her shot. Look at this guy's jump. That's a nice jump. And I'll have Katie worry about this guy because he's further away from the rest of the squad. And Amir, I think I'll move over here.
I can handle that.
He's got a 100% chance on this guy, so... but I'd rather go for the sure kill.
Did you see that one?
Alright, now we rely on the meat pounder for the rest of it. Let's see if he's ready to pound some meat.
Pound that meat, Smith.
Oh, he's got a 100% chance. Not bad for a meat pounder. Yeah, pound that meat. Look at that big pile of meat.
100% chance of pounding meat.
Hell yeah. And look at him. He does look like just an amorphous pile of meat. Maybe that's why Smith was able to disable him, because he has like meat craft ability where he understands the meat. He's a meat whisperer. Pounded. Yeah. Alright, I'm glad he's leaning into that joke. Alright, so I know there's more over here. Yeah, and here they are. These ones have a stun lancer with them, which is more of a problem than the faceless is.
Yeah,
Man, they make
stun lancer gave you a little bit of problems.
Yeah, last time they knocked critters out, and that was actually like lucky that they only did that. They could have done worse.
So are they alerted to your presence since he killed a set or two? Or are you still concealed?
Once concealment breaks, it's gone. The only exception to that is the Reaper concealment. That's kind of different. But these are guys, anytime I even see aliens from this point forward, they're going to come right at me now. Katie's pretty far away. I don't think... Sorry, pardon?
That should really have lightning cans. I was looking at Cerberus.
Let's see what I can do with a grenade here. I can almost get all of them. I can get the two faceless and the stun lancers cover. So that's pretty good. I'm going to do that. Because that'll set up Zebras to use lightning hands, which is her free shot. And I'm going to take that against the stun lancer, and then hopefully kill him with her as well. Nice. Okay, so Zebras is getting her shit together. And it's funny, again, you're seeing Katie and Zebras working well together, because they're supposed to be buddies in-game. I just kind of screwed this up. Shit.
Moving.
Alright, let's see what the meat pounder's got.
Come on, meat pounder.
Oh, look at his
Pound
little
that
look at
meat.
his little meat ribbon. Did you see his little meat bandana? Oh, that's adorable. That is some high quality meat bandana.
He killed a lot of cows for that.
Yep, he did. He just doesn't care.
Nope.
As you order,
He
Commander.
just uses his vegetarianism or veganism to pick up chicks.
Just another kind of meat for the meat pounder.
They found it.
Oh yeah, ass meat.
No compromise.
Alright, so when a Reaper makes a shot from their special concealment, they have only a chance to be revealed. But she was revealed anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. I won't be able to kill
Only
everything
had
this turn.
Yeah,
But
you only had that one left, so you
yeah.
should be okay.
Yeah, nobody's going to die this turn. These things do regenerate. But this mission doesn't have a time limit. I don't have a Chosen running around ruining my day. And he probably can't kill anybody in one shot. I guess we'll see. Oh, critical! That's the first death.
Oh.
That's weird. After all the good luck I've had, I get bad luck on something like that. Where she could have... I didn't even count on her being revealed. So that sucks. I bet nobody even bet her because she's a nobody. But that's also pretty bad because she's a pretty fucking useful class. So, doom.
It's the meat pounder who didn't get killed.
Yeah.
Sadness. Not that I want Smith to die, but did need that Reaper.
Yeah, I gotta hope I can get another one from the resistance ring, but I don't actually know how to do that for sure. I did last game, but I don't know what I did.
That's how I solve a lot of programming stuff. I just fixed and I had no idea what I did.
And Emir's missing a 90% shot. Let's see if the meat pounder misses his 96% chance. No, he doesn't.
Pound that meat, Smith.
He's doing it. He's pounding all the meat. So you can pick up soldiers and evacuate them to get items they have back, but she didn't have anything useful on her, so it doesn't really matter. I think I'm going to take this turn to just reload.
You still got aliens up here somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
Got it covered.
We're green to go.
I'm ready.
No, Smith, this is not a first-person shooter.
Got it covered.
It's not even giving me sound indicators where they might be.
Whatever you say.
That's weird.
Yeah, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
Got it covered.
At least it's not like Amnesia when they just play random sound indicators to freak you out.
That should be a mod. Just like a random jump scare mod. Because fuck you.
Come get some.
Have constipation? Play this mod.
You hear that?
It'll come right out.
There's the sound indicator. So they're kind of on the other side of this ridge up here. Which means when they pop out, Zebras is going to have a pretty good shot at them, I think.
I'm going.
But I am down to 4 people, so I'm still going to be careful
On
here.
Overwatch.
Moving to designated position.
So if anybody said the miscellaneous Reaper that nobody knew the name of, I owe you 10 million, but I don't think anybody did. So we'll just see who the next person to die is, I guess.
Moving to Overwatch.
Heads up. We've got movement.
Really, I could just pay out 10 million for every person that dies, because it will be my incentive to play better than I do.
Headed there
In
now.
theory, anyways.
I just hope Humir doesn't die. I mean, Smith not dying would be cool too, but definitely.
I'm
Humir.
getting attached to Smith, because he's the meat pounder now. Like,
Affirmative.
you look at him.
Now.
He's beautiful.
Yeah, but Humir, how can he not love Humir?
Oh, yeah.
Or in this game, or in
I mean,
BMW or
when
wherever.
I don't care what's going on with the rest of the game. Like, if Ymir dies, I'm just quitting. I'm quitting my life if I lose him.
Guess I'll like go to Alaska and live there. If Humir dies,
I don't know.
I'm with you. It's this game over.
I don't know if I want to. I don't even know if I want to live anywhere, let alone, you know what I mean? Like, do I really deserve to live? Like, what's a world without good?
What's a good world without what, fam?
Exactly.
Closing on target.
There's no fam, there's no good, there's no nothing.
I'm on it.
We got a shirtless guy in the meat pounder kind of crouching down here. I think he's got eyes. I think he's got some aspirations about Ymir as well. Just
What's
staring
that, like
down.
aspirations?
Hell yeah. Ass to aspirations.
Whatever you say.
That's the only kind of aspirations I want to see.
Oh man. This is so fucking tedious. But I can't really dick around with only 4 people, so
I'm on it. Moving to Overwatch.
just walk into my range, dudes. Do it. Do it. Believe in yourselves.
Watch you be like two berserkers.
Yeah.
Just waiting.
Seems doable.
Is that gonna make him appear? Still nothing. Alright, I guess I'll move the meat pounder.
Heading to that location.
Has a good pound some new meat.
Scanning.
Come get some.
Come on. I guess I don't move, Katie.
Scanning.
saw the sound indicator. They're not that far. Come on.
Closing on target position
Is
now.
that a pizza shop?
We've got advent here.
Where?
By that building. Oh no, that's a bunch of cars.
Yeah, they're mostly like cars and supply crates and like forklifts and shit.
And here to comes the aliens.
Yep. And I gotta be careful here.
You got a huge problem.
I gotta blow up the... I'm not allowed to blow up the crates. That's the mission objective. I mean, I can, but then I get less crap at the end of the mission. But I don't know who I can really kill with only just the 4 of these people.
Is it really worth it? Start a grenade?
Yeah, I think I might have Katie blow up the cover and the stun lancer.
Bombs away.
I was looking if I could get the faceless at the same time, but I couldn't. So I'll finish him off and then hopefully kill one of the 2 faceless. Unless I have some more of that critical nonsense, I shouldn't see anybody die from that. In theory, of course.
See how well Siri plays out.
Yeah. 78% chance. Get good.
It's lit, fam.
It's not lit.
Well, for them it is, not for
Yeah, for them. I think I'll have Zebras try and kill the stun lancer. She's got 80% chance.
Hope she doesn't miss.
Yeah, me too. She didn't. Because she's the only one, her weapon had enough does enough damage to actually one-shot the damn thing, for sure. Immers might bottom out at 3. And apparently he was missing this turn anyways, so... that's pretty bad news, actually. 2 of them are alive, and Katie's just sitting there in range. There's not much I can do about it, but just the meat pounder.
Come on, Smith.
I think I just got to give them another target.
You do like a Costco power-up. Powers up Katie.
Yeah, this might go totally bad. We'll see. It depends what they do. If they both target the same person, that person's pretty much dead. Unless they miss. They can miss. They're not that super accurate either. See what happens to the meat pounder. And he's still alive for now. But where's he going? Oh, he goes for Katie, so live a day, I guess. And he misses Katie. So...
Costco power up. At least that's what it should be.
Yeah, they go to Costco and get a frozen pizza. Are you sacrificing the meat pounder? I didn't sacrifice the meat pounder. I tried to give the aliens more than one option to hit in the hopes that they wouldn't gangbang Katie and just kill her. And it did work.
Yeah, it did.
How much health has he got left?
Hashtag save the meat. All meat matters.
Meat lives matter.
Yeah, oh, that's even better.
Oh, come on. I thought he'd be able to kill that. Not much I can do here.
Just get wrecked, fam.
So... not much. Can I take a pistol shot? No, I can't take a pistol shot. So really I can just only kill one of these guys. And...
killed a guy with the lowest health.
I'm on the move.
I'm gonna have Katie shoot first because she's less accurate. Actually, I just fucked this up now that I think about it.
Something over here. Enemies down.
I forgot this guy's melee attack is ranged, basically. So I can't kill this guy anyways, so I'm going to give Katie another action so that she can run away. And I'll put her just over here.
Copy. Moving on target. On overwatch.
It was just a small away from me.
Where's he going? Where's he going? Oh, he's going for the meat pounder.
He wants that meat.
He wants that meat. He almost killed the meat pounder. The meat pounder has become the meat pounded.
Man's got his meat pounded.
But this should be the end of the mission, pretty much. Unless something goes really horribly wrong.
Or your objective doesn't.
The objectives here are just kill all the aliens and don't blow up the supply crates.
Bro, I'm saying if another alien comes up out of somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think this is it. I guess we'll see in a second. Let Katie get this kill because I usually have trouble leveling up grenadiers. I usually use them for setting up other people so they don't do as well. The meat pounder is only getting pounded due to poor leadership. Buddy. 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 The meat pounder's only getting pounded because of that shot that Emir missed in the middle of the mission, actually. That was what kind of fucked me up.
Well, we're not trying to stray warship under a bus here.
Voluntary citizen emigration numbers are reportedly at their highest level
okay.
in recent years.
What's a good co-host without trash talking the watchers, the BUEs?
Memorialize. I've never actually seen this button before. Memorial. Let me randomize this. I like this colorless one, and there we go.
Replace hero with scrub.
Alright, there's your memorial. Nobody cares.
Who was the Reaper?
I did. That's actually the best class in the game. Like, that's gonna fucking cost me through the rest of it, but
Who
whatever.
was the Reaper?
Well, it was nobody, because the Reaper's like one of the... Reaper and Mox are the only two characters that are predetermined and named, and you can't decide anything for them. So in that respect, it's pretty good that she died.
I gotcha.
Oh, the meat pounder he's got a negative trait. He's got some PTSD.
These soldiers continues to grow. They can gain
Dang, this game goes all out.
They continue their training together.
All right.
He was traumatized by pounding meat.
Operation underway, Commander. It will take some time to complete.
Yeah, he's a cautious meat pounder now, which makes no sense. Due to poor leadership.
Hey, we're not talking about warship here, please. Let's not talk about TKR, okay? Smith?
See, that's the joke I refrained from making, because I was like, he must have seen that one coming. And then he set it up a second time. He deserved that. You deserve that, Spike Smith.
Yeah, he did, Smith.
Finally.
Resistance are paying a heavy price with the Chosen running loose. We should do what we can to take them down before they hit again. This is where the Templar faction.
That sounds just like warship. Poor leadership, not anticipating.
Lordship is not even here to defend his poor leadership. You know who would be good here to defend their leadership? A better leader.
Yes.
My people understand.
That's where I come in.
Our cooperation, Commander.
I'm pretty sure this is Purple Moon. Oh, this isn't Purple Moon. Why didn't it load Purple Moon? Harsh. I think I can just force it.
Have like a happy gun?
I forget what I think I gave her hearts on her gun. She's that purple. Like, I picked this class for her because they're so damn purple. But that one's a dude, I think. And I remember I put her... She didn't have her arms exposed like that. Alright.
With all the purple under it, it certainly should be purple.
What have I got here? I can get a
Being a meat
scientist.
man in short shorts is a positive trait.
Alright, Zebras has a point there.
Remember, boys and girls, wrap it before you tap it. Coming from B.
I don't really want to get ambushed. Health +1 is a pretty damn good thing to have.
Well, in case it was a sexual ambush.
That would be a lot better. I guess I could just triple down on Fraggle here. I think I will. So for this mission, it improves her combat intelligence. Everybody has those 5 tiers of combat intelligence, and Fraggle is the second highest tier. So this will put her in the highest tier, and also give her +1 health. So she'll be, you know, groomed as like the perfect soldier later. I had the option of assigning a scientist there to keep her from getting injured, but I need the scientist more than I need her to not be injured, so I'm just going to deal with it. And then if that happens, it happens. Alright. And W came back.
Only time Fraggle is intelligent.
Ouch. Ouch. She rolled as a genius, and now she's going to be a savant. And I sort of buy Fraggle as a savant, because she is kind of one of those people where you're just like, you have no idea what the hell she's doing, and you can't tell if it's brilliant or not. Like, she's just on her own level of just like, whatever the hell. So, if the real Fraggle were obsessed with calendars, I'd be sure she was a savant.
I was thinking Fraggle is savant. She's actually really cool.
Oh,
I
yeah.
really like her.
Yeah, she's the best.
I just like doing colorful commentary.
It's true. Alright, choices I've got here. I mean, this is a good ability, and that guy just died. I got a choice between sustain and parry. I'll pick up parry later. I think I'm going to take sustain so that this thing's basically immune to getting killed.
You can't be cool as a bot. Call me a racist, Matt? Uh-huh.
Alright, I can't do this yet. I have a lot of supplies. Oh, yeah, that's what I can do. And if I was able to do this before, I probably would have had fewer problems. It's fine to can finally build some weapons. But I still don't have enough engineers.
Zebras, a savant is somebody who has like a gift for like knowing stuff and remembering stuff. Like they could read a phone book and then you say your name and they're like, oh, you have such.
Yeah, they're like ridiculously intelligent and they like photographic memories or very, 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 very good at numbers or calendars or things like that. Basically, they're like incredibly exceptional at something.
Yeah, I actually read one where the savant can take a book and spin through all the pages and he's already read it. So
Yeah,
read a book in
yeah,
no
it's some
time.
like crazy stuff like that.
Living in the colonies. So why the sudden change of heart?
Like most people, I
Low engineers. Like, I fucking know. I've been complaining about the lack of engineers since the start of the goddamn stream.
The aliens would never have come here. if they were at
Okay.
peace.
As I said, it was a mistake. One I hope to atone for through my efforts with XCOM.
Then I'd say you've got your work cut out for you.
I'm going to look for
You heard
the...
his traps, but without being exceptional as something.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
You are driven to free your people from the perceived oppression of the elders. The burden of honor instilled upon
Alright, this is the black market where you can sell items and buy certain things with intel. These trooper corpses aren't terribly useful and they're paying a premium for them, so I can get 48 supplies for those, so I'm going to do that. There's still no fucking engineers here, so I can't get one of those. Rushing plated armor is pretty good, but I don't have 110 intel. That's nuts. So, pretty much worthless, actually, for now. And I'm going to try and finish getting this grenade and ammo.
It is just as I had hoped, Commander.
Yeah, I unintentionally compliment Strats, but he's a shitty savant, so he didn't get it. God damn, man.
This creature, affectionately known as the Faceless, to our troops.
Oh, I didn't read the first part of his blurb, which didn't help. But also, I'm an idiot.
Seems to be slowly degrading now that the
Yeah, I'm right there with you on the idiot part.
such a being. Is there another world out there filled with these shape-shifting creatures?
Gauss weapons.
Are they merely
That's
another
probably time to get plated armor.
You know, Smith, I like to compliment Strats by doing a backhanded one. Comparing him to Party Boy, or...
Yeah, that's harsh. That's harsh. Okay, there's some items here. Intel. That's not a terrible reward. I'm gonna scan for that. Probably do one more mission and then call it. We'll see.
Plus, there's a new South Park on the night.
Pardon?
There's a new South Park episode on the night.
Oh, is there? Isn't there like always new South Park episodes on? Like they're ongoing.
Yeah, but the new season has been really great.
In terms of quality, they're pretty consistent.
It's pretty easy when your main goal is to offend everybody.
That's true. Yeah. Okay, what do I want next? Reducing the Avatar project progress is pretty good. But the ambush is a pain in the ass that I don't really want to deal with.
Even if it's a sexy ambush?
They're not the sexiest is the problem. Usually the ambushes involve lots of lost though, so that's not too big of a deal. I don't want the soldier to get captured, so I guess I'll go with this. I'm gonna send Ymir, because this is the bonus here is a hacking thing. So that's good for a specialist. But it also wants me to send a sergeant. So maybe I'll take... Ugh, that's harsh. What's my other option here? Oh, it's the same fucking thing. Jesus. I don't know if I can deal with that, actually. And this is a better reward anyways. Okay, so I'm gonna send Ymir. Because he's got his magnetic rifle, so that's gonna be handy. And I'll send somebody that's fairly good with him. So Katie... Yeah, I got a lot of other people ready. So let's do that. And I don't care if anybody gets wounded. That's fine.
So you don't care if Katie gets wounded?
Not too much. The roster's deep enough that I can take somebody being off for another couple days. The alternative was sending another soldier now, which isn't a big deal, but whatever.
Gotcha.
Got an urgent communication coming in for you now, Commander. You have made considerable
Alright.
progress against the
So let's see what happened this month.
I hope that your ongoing efforts will only lead to further success. Our friends in the Resistance have shared what they know of these so-called chosen the Elders have sent after us. It sounds like we should expect these things to actively hunt us until we take them out. You should only hope that I find you before the
And so here you're allowed to reveal what these other dark events are, but you have to pay intel, and I don't think I'm going to do it. Okay. Double ability points is pretty good. let's go with that.
I will pass along your
Why do the skirmishers not look like human?
They're not. They're like weird genetically engineered pseudo-humans that are grown in a like a lab. So basically, they're alien shock troops that defected and made their own group, trying to free other people like them.
Cool deal.
Yeah.
Avenger plotting new course.
That seemed like a quick month.
I just hope they can bend over. That's a totally great story.
Fucking finally, another engineer. Probably I'm just gonna fail this mission, so we'll see. This will be probably the last mission of the night, and we'll see how it goes. What do they even want me to do? Recover resistance operative. Okay. Let's see what we got. We need a specialist, and Emir is gone, so we'll take Lene. Then what? The Templars are pretty great. I'm gonna take a Templar. Then I'm gonna take myself for critters. I'm slightly better than critters, so I'll take myself. Zebras can wait. I'll take Tim and Madden. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Now I have an acid grenade, so I'm gonna give that to Madden. I have AP ammo, which basically penetrates armor. And I'm gonna give that.
You know what AP means?
Huh?
AP, armor piercing.
Yeah, armor piercing. And I'll give that to Tim, I guess. It's not the best of the ammo types. I was hoping for something a little bit better, but it's still better than a kick in the head, I guess. Alright, let's see how this goes.
Madden, don't fuck it up.
Yeah, Reapers and Templars are both pretty friggin' overpowered. The Skirmisher is okay. But this particular Templar, he hasn't been leveled up very much yet, so he doesn't have his better abilities. They're really, really good for fighting Chosen, because later on they get this ability that switches their location with the location of an enemy. And that is amazing for fucking up Chosen, because most of the Chosen will stay out of your range and just piss away and annoy you from afar. And if you run out of cover and then switch locations with them, they're shit out of luck, and you can just focus fire them.
Firebrand is standing by, but be careful. We'll have limited opportunities to set up a viable extraction point down there.
As Templar warriors, my followers specialize in wielding psionic energy.
I really like how to fog a war.
Mastering the power that belongs to all who are truly
nicely,
just the look of it?
made. Yeah.
Yeah, these missions in particular.
With fog of war, it just makes it.
Confirmed.
The better the graphic designers can make them, it just feels a lot more eerie.
Yeah. These underground areas are fucking creepy looking as hell. Most of the newer areas, it seemed like they spent, like these are from the DLC, and it seems like they spent a little bit more time making them look cool than some of the other areas. Because I mean, some of the other areas you're dealing with, like, it's a city. It's like, all right, nothing wrong with the city, but nothing I haven't seen before either.
Then you get this, and you're like, okay, this is different.
Yeah, this is a weird, creepy sewer thing. I guess it's a subway station, but it's fucking creepy looking in any case. Alright. Doesn't look like there's a time limit on this mission, so that's sort of good. There might be one once I lose concealment, though.
Their crowing shows their arrogance.
Commander,
Shut up, nerd.
remember, no matter how tough things get down here, we can't evac until we complete the mission.
Really? That's weird.
I comply.
Without the introduction of human DNA, these creatures once operating under the guise of thin men.
Probably right behind that wall.
Yeah.
Purely reptilian species.
No reason for them to hide.
Yep.
The aliens civilians don't need an infiltration unit anymore.
Solid
Yeah,
copy.
so over here we've got 2 unit types we haven't seen before. One of them is like a mech robot, and the other one is a Viper, which is like just that giant ass snake. So the robot's got pretty good damage. It's got some armor on it, and it's got an annoying ability that fires rockets, which are like an AOE that shreds armor and basically just ruins your day.
Rücke zur Zielposition vor.
So that's a pain in the ass. And the Vipers can poison you, and also do this weird like ranged grapple attack. So both of them are pretty. Those 2 together against this squad of mostly scrubs is going to be a pain in the ass.
Bestätigt.
And you don't have tier 2 weapon, right?
I did buy the tier 2 magnetic rifle, which is for specialists, and I don't know. I didn't check. No, it's just for specialists and rookies. But everybody else has their first. Everybody has their first tier. Everybody else.
Gotcha. I agree with Caselda. The snake's like really cool.
I was a little disappointed in the snakes actually, because it's just like, I don't know. It's a new unit, right? And in the in the old expansion they had the Thin Men. That's supposed to be the new form of the Thin Men. But it's an alien unit, and it just looks like a thing that's on Earth, and that's a little bit disappointing.
Well, who says that you can't have like snakes in space? You can
Yeah,
have snakes on planes.
but I don't know. Like if you're gonna go, here's a snake, then make like a weird alien Cthulhu snake or something. This thing just looks like a giant snake.
But Cthulhu was like a squid.
That's true. I'm just saying, I'm sure you could think of something that looks great, but like those faceless looking things, those things look distinctly alien.
Yeah, but like, who's to say that like, you know, a nematode is an alien or whatever?
Maybe. I barely know what I barely know what a nematode looks like, to be honest. Stop
Seen they were,
running
like,
away.
The basis for one of the Star Wars thing.
What was that?
Yeah, they were. They were the basis for like, so you had the Mon Calamari, go on Mon Cal, but you also had like the nematode-looking aliens who worked with them.
I know there's more guys over here, so I'm gonna try and move everybody across. Cause I am gonna have my hands full with even just the Viper and
Moving on target location.
the mech, let alone whatever other garbage is further down this way.
Eyes on the prize.
Ziehe los.
But that is one thing in like in games and like fantasy settings, is like a lot of them are just things on Earth. It's like one of my buddies had an old player's handbook from first edition of D&D, and there's so many things in there that are just like name of animal plus name of other animal, and that's your beast. Like owl bears. There you go. It's an owl bear. That's it. You get it? It's both owl and bear. I'm gonna see how Haywire Protocol looks on this.
Wait, could he have a civilization of Hitler aliens? That's a good question. Would that mean you would have like one for Stalin? Maybe where communism actually worked?
And I think I might just acid grenade these guys. I only have the one acid grenade, but shredding his armor would be useful.
It's just something called like an ass grenade. It just had these big butts come out.
I wish it was an ass grenade.
Cool.
I would love an ass grenade.
A big old ass grenade, just like
Just gigantic, just huge, boundless ass grenade. So he can give another action to Madden. Why might I want to do that? I'm trying to figure out how to stage this ambush. She does have a mag rifle. Does anybody else have a mag rifle? No, it's just her. And I can use her Haywire protocol. But if the Haywire protocol goes wrong, I'm basically boned. So I think what I'm going to do is just... Yeah, the boner becomes the boney. I'm going to put her into Overwatch. I'm going to put myself into Overwatch. And then I'm going to acid grenade these guys, because that'll strip the armor off the mech. And then get me 2 Overwatch shots on them. And then probably what's going to happen is the Chosen's going to show up and I'm going to wish I still had that grenade.
Yep. You know, but mathematicians have compared infinity, and that some things are less infinite than others. It's really weird.
Okay, what's an example of a thing that is extra infinite?
So, the real numbers are extra infinite, whereas the infinite number of rational numbers between 2 irrationals is a smaller infinity than the real numbers.
Yeah, I'm barely smart enough to understand that, unfortunately. But okay, okay, so yeah, there's more. They're both infinite, but you know that there's a high. Okay, yeah, I guess sort of guess that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. Here you go. Here's your Chosen. Saw that coming.
Mile away. Yes, you're correct, Bet. Well, Hospital's rule is for that.
Okay.
And yes, Smith, there are between 1 and 2.
At the very least, you will die in honor.
Yes, Smith.
Heads up out there. It's the Elder's assassin, and she's moving into the AO. Shh. You hear that?
Well, you know, Cassell, it's really hard to, like, grasp what the universe is, because our best math systems have incompleteness in them. And there's no way to prove the axioms that set up math are correct, because some of them go against it.
Affirmative, covering now.
Alright, I don't seem to have a time limit here, so I'm just going to be a coward and wait for that Chosen to come with me and deal with her by herself.
Just keep saying yes. I'm almost there. Yes, Smith. Yes!
Movement ahead.
And I'm going to do that again and see how it goes.
Overwatch. Come get some.
On Overwatch.
I need a mod that's Overwatch all. I used to have it for the base version of the game.
Nice. So just all Overwatch all the time?
Well, it's you press the one person, it's one button that overwatches everybody. I've got it for evac, but they never bothered to make a mod for the, because they invalidated a lot of their mods when they made the new DLC, and people had to update them, and the last time I checked, they haven't updated that particular one yet.
Gotcha.
Do you hear that?
If they don't move into my range this turn, I think I have to give up and start moving forward. Here comes the assassin. Did he just get one-shotted? Oh, he's bleeding out. So Madden just got criticaled by this thing's sword, and he's bleeding out. Which basically means he's useless for the rest of the mission, and if I don't get him somebody with a med kit to stabilize him, he'll just fucking die.
So I want to bet that Madden dies now?
That would be a smart bet. I bet somebody else has already done it, though. And I can't even see the damn assassin. It's disappeared entirely.
You're not dead yet, Madden.
No, I can stabilize him, so actually I think he'll be fine. Because, I don't think they'll target him while he's unconscious. So he's just gonna sit there and basically bleed. Or not bleed, he's gonna sit there stable and I can't wake him up. But he'll just hang for the rest of the mission, basically.
Stop being cruel, Cassell.
Oh, I found the assassin.
Madden needs to live.
I have no intention of quibbling over ideology.
He needs to live.
This world is
That's what I'm saying.
Is for the taking. It only requires that I recapture you, Commander, and remove any trace of your resistance from it first.
The Chosen is in position. Time to put it
So I'm just
down.
slightly behind you. I see this assassin. What are you gonna do to kill it?
Well, I've started by trying to blow up her cover, which only partly worked because this stupid pillar didn't blow up. But I could get her from this angle, I think. My character can get her pretty good because he's right beside her with a shotgun. She's only got a 40% chance. She's got 25%. So, where's her bondmate? Her bondmate is mad, so he's basically screwed.
Roger that.
Gonna wander around here, take a pistol shot.
I will not be deterred.
And I'll make this shot too. Yeah, that wasn't the best odd.
Your mistake could prove
I mean, you still got some damage on him.
Yeah, yeah, the pistol shot was good. And that's likely to go critical because it's right beside her face. Yeah, so not too bad. She's only got 8 health left. But she is going to disappear again this turn, probably, because that's kind of her thing. Okay, so she called a trooper. And now she's probably going to run away. Yeah, and she's dazed my character.
you will join your compatriots soon enough. You cannot follow.
We need to get our people back on their feet, Commander.
At least you're dazed.
Yeah, okay, so I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move the
Trust in your command.
Templar here,
Perhaps you should
wake
take
my
a
character
little
up.
time to reflect, Templar, before you find yourself outmatched.
Sometimes when you come back from being dazed, you're still disoriented, which is a pain in the ass. It's basically screws you up and makes you mostly useless for the next turn. And then I'm going to move
Kind of like real life.
him over here, get rid of the trooper she spawned.
The strength of the Templars ebbs and flows with the tide of combat. As we focus our energy, our
Alright.
power increases and can be unleashed upon our
She's immune to Overwatch shots. And she's immune to melee too, which kind of limits what I'm able to do. Really, I guess I gotta heal my character in case she takes another swipe at him. Actually, this might remove disorientation, which would be handy, so we'll see. I forget.
Then shotgun to the face.
No, he's still disoriented. So there's no point in that. I'll move him up. And I guess I just might as well get in cover and closer to everybody else. He can't move very far when he's disoriented, which sucks.
Moving on target.
Tim's not going to be able to get close enough to get a pistol shot, so I'll put her in Overwatch in case more aliens show up, but that's basically all I can do.
Need to find some new cover.
No rock can break this way.
Well, Cassell, I think that the aliens were in contact with us. Have you seen the show Ancient Aliens? So, I see that. It really did happen.
Yeah, she's got a chain daze move there that she just used. So that,
That's not good.
it's not that bad actually, because I can kind of chain waking people up too. Because waking people up is a free action. So I'm going to move the sniper, or the sniper Tim here, revive my character. She's still close enough to get a shot with her pistol, so she can still do that, and then I'll worry about waking the other character up.
Loyalty to an ally in need. You will die honorably today.
Fortunately, she misses.
Perhaps someone of more skill should try.
I only have I only have a 22% chance to hit, so I'm just gonna wake the other guy up.
Smart singling.
My power. I sense nothing.
And he's disoriented, which kind of sucks. Can't
Better
do much.
than dead.
Yeah, true enough. And I'm just gonna get her as close as possible to improve her aim a little bit. 60% chance.
It's a lot better than 20.
Yeah, but it's still no good. So no damage to it this round either. A lot of rounds of just fucking nothing happening and faffing around. Which sucks, because with that sword, she can still one-shot people.
Well, 50% at a time it works all the time.
Alright, so she's dazed, Linne, and gone back there somewhere that I don't know.
I am sure a wealth of new information awaits me, Commander.
This entire time, Madden's just been sleeping. He will never get up.
Ever.
You'll be all right.
And again, similar to the last round, she's still in range, luckily, so I can take a shot with Tim after waking somebody up. Really, I'm waiting on her making bad moves, or waiting on somebody to get dazed without also getting disoriented. Because this is fucking disorienting, is killing me.
This is when you cheat code.
Oh! He just hit with a
Galactic
16% chance.
Oh, nice.
But he didn't really do enough damage, so it doesn't matter. Linne needs to run away, because if she gets slashed again, she'll just die from it. And I'm out of healing items. And,
Smith. Can't wait for Galactic Tender. This thing has 5 dicks. I'm going to go for it.
Alright, so she's gone into concealment. Absolutely. You stand in alleine. That's what I was saying. So finally all that fucking disorientation wears off. Now I gotta try and find her somewhere. And I'm gonna lead with the Templar. As the Templar, she's immune to melee weapons, so he's kinda useless anyways. Most of the Templars' attacks are... I think she might be right here. Our melee.
Moving.
Come on, you gotta find that skank.
We need Smith's meat skills. Because he can find meat to pound. But he's not here.
Yeah, I wish I had an understanding of what it is that, like how it is that where she runs and how to find her, kind of. Because I don't really know much about how she does it.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
My
Nothing.
hammer always points me towards Skank. God damn, Smith.
How's he gonna pound it if he can't find it, right?
Correct. He has to pound that meat.
Alright, so didn't find her at all this round, so that's pretty harsh. No. Think she just killed Lenny.
Oh no.
Yeah,
well, I betted on her, so
Did you?
Send me 10 mil. Yeah.
She's bleeding out, but I don't...
Right now.
She's bleeding out, but I didn't... I used up all the healing items I had earlier, so... And now I gotta move where I think there's more aliens, too. So that's not gonna be too good.
So right before you said it, she's dead, I betted on her. So.
Well, that doesn't count.
It does too.
You're violating the spirit of the agreement. So yeah, there's the other aliens. Oh, and they got a mech, so that's extra bad.
Time to get fucked.
Pretty much. And I'm not allowed to retreat from this mission either.
Position confirmed.
And prepare your rectum. Yeah, I'm glad that Smith wasn't.
The Templar's sort of boned, but he's also... He's got an ability where he just goes into stasis if he gets killed, so it doesn't matter too much.
Smith just said that his meat skills are no use against machines.
There will be no escape.
If both of them are dazed, I think I have one character I can actually use now. Oh, and he's suppressed, too. Well, this is fucked.
So ranked. Yeah.
This is pretty fucked. And he can't actually move where I would need him to. So what I have to do is just eat the suppression, hope it's not enough to kill him, wake up whoever that is, and hope that can kill the Chosen. So here goes that. Yeah, the suppression missed him.
Bets on this will work. That's the real question.
Let me help you.
So does suppression mean they just shoot at you like continuously?
Sort of. What'll do is I can't see the fucking Chosen anymore. More harshness. What suppression means is they will keep firing at you, and if you move, they get a free shot. If you don't move, your aim is shittier.
Gotcha.
So it's basically just bad.
My position is at risk. The enemy strikes true.
There is no room for mistakes here.
And this purifier might just burn Tim to death.
You risk much by allowing your soldiers to fall in like
No, not Tim.
This one will share a great deal about your organization.
Can't blame this on warship.
You have fought well today. I gained a great deal of knowledge at your expense.
Well, that sucks. She got away with like 2 health left.
Fortunately, the Chosen got what they were after. More information they can use to track you down, Commander.
And did she just re-heal by draining the life?
No, she leaves with it, basically. Which sucks, because she was at like 2 health, so she was almost dead. And I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with all these clowns here. Who have I got? I've got myself, a really injured Templar, and a fucked up Tim. So, but I also have this Templar who will go into he'll get suspended if he gets injured instead of dying. So I want to bait them into hitting. I want to kill the purifier and bait them into killing the Templar instead of anybody else, basically. So let's see if I can pull that off. Oh, Tim is still basically suppressed by this guy's Overwatch. So that's not nice.
This is a tough one. Did Madden die, or is he still sleeping?
Madden is unconscious, but if I finish the mission, he'll be okay.
It's not really looking good for Madden right now.
Madden's actually the only one he's the most likely to live. Lene's gonna die for sure. She's gonna bleed to death this turn.
Moving.
Yeah, but I'm talking about if he can defeat these guys and kill the Chosen, doesn't look very.
Oh, the Chosen's already gone. So I just gotta kill these guys. But I'm not gonna be able to do that if they don't fucking hit the Purifier.
Oh, so she's like left the map.
Yeah, she leaves the map. I think. I don't know. I've never seen her do that before. So I'm assuming that.
I haven't seen her leave the map either. Like, whenever I've seen streams and played.
Sorry?
I've never seen the Chosen lead the map on other streams.
Yeah, I don't think they usually manage to extract information from anybody, but I wasn't able to wake up that other character because he was... What the fuck am I supposed to do with this? This is a dog's breakfast.
AKA a bone.
I just gotta hope he misses Tim, and that she hits with a sniper rifle shot. Luckily I had the AP rounds in that.
Enemy eliminated.
Well, it looks like she had a 58% chance.
Yeah. Oh, the Purifier didn't go for Tim. That's like... Oh, or did it? The Purifiers are weird. Like, their fire ability seems mostly useless. Yeah. Lene finally bled to death, so she's officially the first person to die. Who actually was somebody, anyways. Alright, so... I need this Stun Lancer to die. And... Tim is standing beside fire. So I'm going to move her over here. I'm going to tell her the reason she died is because she went to bed.
On the move.
94% chance. But he doesn't get a critical, which is pretty shit considering it's a shotgun from such close range. I want to make him a more appealing shot than Tim. So I'm going to move him over here.
Agreed.
It's fine if he does whatever to me, because I have full health.
Doesn't the AI usually go for the weakest?
I don't really... on higher difficulties, they're more likely to. But it's hard to predict them. They're sort of random.
Gotcha.
Now, if I can here... it would be best if I could kill him with somebody other than Thrax. But I can't count on that. And everything else has gone wrong, so I'm just gonna go for the safe thing here.
Sounds like a smart decision.
Yeah. Oh, I could have meleeed him for sure, but then if his tank explodes, then I'm just shit out of luck. Alright, so my few alive people need to reload and regroup, and then I'll actually go for the objective. I'm not sure if there's even another set of aliens on this map or not.
Covering now.
I hope not for you.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm not burning anymore. Madden's still alive, and I can't remember if you're supposed to evacuate the map after you pick up the Resistance operative. So I need to pick Madden up. And I need to do the same thing with Lene to get her items back, because she had at least the med kit. No, she didn't have the med kit. What did she have? No, she did have the med kit. She died holding a med kit.
Oh man.
Which she'd used to save somebody else's. She'd used it to save somebody else's life.
So she's a hero, basically.
Basically.
Consider it done.
That alien activity is really We suspect that the Chosen is still there.
No, the Chosen have their own turn. That's called like Chosen action. It looks different from the alien one. It probably means there's actually an alien somewhere here.
Gotcha.
But I haven't done what the objective is yet either. So I need to bunch everybody up.
Understood. Moving out. Scanning.
And I had to put Madden down so I could reload my gun.
Ready to rock.
And pick him up again.
Fire in the hole.
Oh, did I just throw a frag grenade at nothing? Oh, cool. That's not helpful. There's a misclick.
Oh boy.
I'm on it.
Hope it doesn't come back to bite you.
Well, everything else has, so.
Well, folks, I'm gonna sign off. Life is son. You go spend some time with her.
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks for having me, Strats.
Yeah, thanks a lot for coming out. It was cool having somebody else blab at me on the stream. So you can see how you can. It's probably like another 10 minutes before I get totally wrecked. So you can probably catch up on the recording when you want.
All right, sounds good to me.
Yeah. See you later, man.
All right, later, folks. See you, Strats.
I can't believe he left. Now I got no help at all. All right.
On Overwatch.
So now I gotta creep up super slow while carrying all my friends' corpses.
Affirmative. Covering now.
On my way. You have my trust.
I should, yeah, I should spend the rest of the thing just making fun of J-Rock. Do you guys all hate him as much as I did? Jeez, what a guy. Not even human.
I comply.
Not even human. Well, Smith did get bullied pretty badly by J-Rock, so I guess all's fair.
Got it covered.
So anyways, the actual objective of this mission is to save this resistance operative who's in here. I'm not sure if that means there's... I don't know if it means there's more aliens. I think maybe more of them will show up after I rescue the operative, and then I'm supposed to get out of the map. And I don't know how the hell I'm going to do that reasonably with basically 2 characters who can't shoot and everybody everybody wounded as hell to the point where the next hit they take is going to kill them. And also, obviously, 2 people down. So we'll see.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
If I was near death like Tim, I probably wouldn't jump through the window like that. I wonder if the Reaper would have made getting the main objective here like 10 times easier. It probably would have. The one thing about Reapers is that they're really mobile, so I wouldn't have had to be dicking around as much trying to find the stupid assassin. So that would have helped. Alright, let's see what happens when I get this resistance operative.
Looks like they called in some friends. VIP is secure and we're on the move.
VIP identity confirmed. Firebrand is setting up for evac. We've got multiple contacts closing on your position.
Okay, I need to live for 3 turns, and I have no idea how in God's name I'm going to do that. So I got to put my corpses down first. And I got to hope for good Overwatch shots second. And third, I guess I just got to pray. So I'll put what people I have who can move into Overwatch. And I got to keep this resistance operative alive somehow. So I'll just hide her. Really, she's in the middle of the goddamn map. But I don't have to worry about getting hit by anything this turn. So I'm just going to move her over here. Depends a lot on what they drop down here, too. What the hell is that? I don't even know what that is. It's a sectoid and an officer, it looks like. And a trooper and a sectoid. The sectoids are kind of bad luck because I think they're going to be able to make my make Lene into a psychic zombie, and then that's basically shit. I'm basically shit out of luck if that happens with her. One of the troopers gets dropped by Tim. I can't even evac right away. Move towards the evac point to speed that point up when it comes. That's good advice. I don't know if I know where it is. I haven't played this map before.
The cavalry's here.
And they just keep dropping enemies on this map, so... Okay. I can definitely kill everybody on this side of the map this turn. So maybe that'll be my play. And then just hope the evac is on this particular side. What else might I do here? On that side there's just a sectoid. I think I might be able to kill them all this turn.
Hostile neutralized.
Alright, that takes care of one. I can get rid of the other here. And then all I got left alive is a single sectoid. And I can move the Templar closer to where the action is, because he's still got that sustain ability thing coming in. Now all I have to worry about is this single sectoid. I don't know if I really want to leave this room. So I think I'll put Tim on long watch, move the resistance operative over here, hunker down again, and hope something moves that Tim can get a shot at. The sectoid just takes a straight shot at Tim. He has a very good chance of killing her. But if he moves anywhere where he can get a shot on her, she's likely to get an Overwatch shot on him and maybe kill him. So my other option is moving her and then only getting a pistol shot, which won't be enough to kill the sectoid. Probably the sectoid is just going to do some psychic bullshit, so we'll see. Unless these guys move first and then soak up her Overwatch. Yeah, that's bad luck too. I guess we'll see. And she misses, which is not good.
Target's still up.
So what's that sectoid going to do is a big question. Yeah, he made Lene into a weird psychic zombie. And we have more aliens on this other side coming. So that's always good. Not too worried about a Lene zombie though, seeing as it's gonna die when the sectoid does. Okay, I think my play here is going to be to kill the sectoid.
My strike surges forth. Do you understand?
Okay. She's going to die again. If I don't pick up Madden, I'm not going to be able to evac with him. So I might use her momentum move, depending on how the rest of this goes on that. Got a 50-50 shot with Tim on this this trooper, but I don't have a better idea for her because she can't move without fucking everything up. So luckily she does that. And my character, I'm gonna move over here and put myself on Overwatch for a shot at either the trooper in front, if he moves, or right now he's in full cover, or the ones that spawn in behind me if he doesn't move. So that means, what do I want to do with this momentum move? Probably position to pick Madden up. In anticipation of running away next turn. So they have just a trooper who's able to make an action this turn. The resistance operative is only under danger from this trooper. He's the only one who's going to be able to shoot this turn. I don't know where the evac point is going to be, so I'm just going to hunker down. And that's another unfortunate miss. Probably if I lose another person, it's going to be a total wipe. So I need less misses and less getting hits. And Tim is now bleeding out. And there's more aliens coming in there. But they're actually going to give me the evac point this turn. And it's right beside these aliens. Before things get any worse. Alright, I only have 2 people who can act this turn. Alright, so the VIP I can make... Everybody's in range of the evac. So basically, I get to pick up either Madden or Tim and then leave, I think. I think that's all I can do. And then I have to leave the other one here on the ground to just die. Because otherwise everybody's going to get wrecked. So, why don't we put it to a vote? Actually, you know what? Thinking about it, Madden might not die if I leave him here. He might get captured. Whereas Tim's bleeding out. So maybe I want to take Tim and hope Madden comes up as a reward later. So I might take Tim and leave Madden. Oh, that's a good point. I think dropping is the free action. So I might not be able to pick up anybody. Yeah, I might have to leave them both. Well, I can get the mission objective out.
Firebrand has the VIP. Time to get the rest of the squad out of there before they get overrun by those damn things.
And Thrax can kill a guy and evac this turn, so I'm going to do that.
Enemy eliminated.
Which means I don't think I'm going to be able to fight my way back to here. But I don't think that trooper can get all the way across to shoot at him either. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to kill this guy, rend him, and then I'm going to use my momentum move to move back and hope on their turn it doesn't look like I can't get away. So I'll position him close to Tim and Madden, but not somewhere where this trooper can actually shoot. And see how next turn goes. If it doesn't look good, I'll just run away. Although thinking about it, it's pretty easy for him to get a shot on me. I think I just gotta deal with that, so I'll end the turn.
Got some advent here.
It's only that one trooper who can make a shot this turn.
Damn it, find some cover.
Damn it, find some cover. I think he's shooting at me. Oh, I went into Overwatch.
It looks like they're running out of reinforcements. Let's get moving before that changes.
Yeah, Overwatch bones me pretty bad, actually. I think I gotta shoot with Thrax and then just hope it hits. And if it doesn't hit, I have to tank the shot with a Templar. Nothing. Big nothing.
Target's still up.
Alright.
Guide by hand. Cover will only hold so long.
Wish I knew which damage Volt does. 2 to 5. Well, 2 of those numbers are enough, right? The pistol's only 2 or 3 damage. I've never really used Volt before. I can either evac them both or just Volt right now, which may cost me Thrax. Yeah, if I kill the rest of these guys, then I think I can go back and get Madden and Tim. I can't remember if there's any other guys behind this one, but I'm gonna go for broke, because whatever, it's fun. 4 damage, so that's enough. Now, my next turn, these guys are gonna drop in on the other side, but that's not a big deal, because they don't get actions yet. So we'll see how next turn goes. Yeah, the incoming reinforcements I'm not too worried about. I'm worried about if there's guys on the other side of the building, which I can't remember, but it'll be apparent soon enough. Yeah, there are. More Overwatch. A lot more Overwatch. Tim's dead anyways. I can't get her out in time. So it's just Madden now. And I can't move without triggering Overwatch, so everybody's screwed. I gotta leave. This is going to be a very empty ship ride back.
The Chosen have recovered more information about us, Commander. If they keep this up, they'll have... And
So I don't know if Tim's alive. She didn't bleed out yet. And Madden may have gotten captured. So, yeah. They might come up as mission rewards later. Okay, so Tim bled to death, and Madden got captured. So this was a good final mission. So I guess you need to stabilize them for them to live. So Lene was the first one to die, and then Tim. It's funny that I bought Sustain and then it didn't end up being at all useful. Parry's pretty good, but Overcharge is better probably. Shadow Step. Does not trigger Overwatch fire. That would have been hella useful for last mission. Alright. Alright, let's get a fitting memorial for Lene. Yeah, it is pretty much just Nazi propaganda. So there's our tribute for Elene, and here. And we'll do one for Tim, too. Oops. Okay. Tim has a long and proud history of dying because of me, or being injured, or being messed up because of things that I've done. So this is it's pretty funny that she died and I just left her. But what should I put as a memorial for this? I don't have as many ideas. And just go Anthraxed. That is a joke that she will get, at least.
After the war's over, maybe you can start your modeling career.
You hear that? He said, maybe when the war's over, maybe you can start your modeling career. That's an awfully glib comment for somebody who's just come back with fucking thing full of corpses. So Madden might show up later as a mission reward. But other than that, pretty big dog's breakfast there. The mission was actually a success. Like, I did the objective that I was supposed to do. But it's just I lost a lot of people doing it. But I did get an extra engineer. Yeah, and you never get to see Tim with a mask off now, because she died. So yeah, let's take a look and see who I've still got. So I lost the Reaper, I lost Lena, and I lost Tim, which is pretty bad, actually. But I still have... Well, let's see what I got class-wise. 2 Grenadiers, 4 Rangers. Why is it sorting like that?
The Reapers believe in nothing and share little interest in preserving the true nature of our world beyond what their eyes can
yeah, 4 Rangers. I got some rookies, obviously. Zebras is the only living sharpshooter that I have left. I've still got the Skirmisher and the Templar, and I've got 2 Specialists. So really, all I've done is made a gap. Actually, those were pretty good people to die, because I don't care too much about sharpshooters, and I have too many specialists. I've got Emir and W as specialists coming up, so there's that. The Reaper is a bigger loss than either of those, but does she still exist as a character that can be put into different games? Yes, I loaded them into the character pool. Tim is actually the only character who was in my first save when I played this game. She came up as a random mission reward because I hadn't finished my first playthrough when I made all the characters. So that's pretty much that.
Hello, Commander.
But other than that, I think we're pretty much at a point where we want to call it for tonight. Is there anything else you guys wanted to see or do before we do? Do you want to make any more characters or anything like that? Just let me know in the chat. And in the meantime, I'm gonna do some other distracting myself thing. Make a Kuzel. Yeah, I don't have a Kuzel. Let's make a Kuzel. Like one of your French girls. All right. Okay, who do I have that's a nobody? I got... This is the best nobody I have, this rookie here. So this will be a Kuzel. Alright. Kuzel. I can't give a nickname yet, so I'm going to say French girls. And you have been drawn like one of their French girls. Kuzel is either happy-go-lucky or twitchy, probably. Let's go with twitchy. Looking for some drugs. And we got a... Where's that in this list? United Kingdom. Okay. I don't think I have anybody from the UK yet, so that's perfect. Biography. Okay. Now what do we got? We got head. Probably should take this dumb helmet off so I can see what she actually looks like. What kind of motif do we want for Zell? Evil German Kaiser with a piggy helmet? Hell yeah, let's do that up. And you got some filthy looking. Yeah, let's put some dreads under that. That's already good. That's already good. The important thing is to look scuzzy. Eye patch. Gotta rock an eye patch. I mean, obviously, come on. We'll give her a cigar. So I already gave Emer the cigarette. I don't know about face paint. I think I might leave without face paint. Let's use face. Most of these faces look like garbage. Whatever. And hair color. Let's do something looking stupid. There you go. That looks pretty stupid. We'll match green eyes. That makes no sense whatsoever. And scars. Let's make... There. There. Like one of your French girls. Okay. I think we should go all out here and make Kuzel the resident whore. So maybe I'll worry about colors later and get to which is the trashiest looking torso. There you go. There you go. And what do we got? Colors. Yeah, I don't think I have anybody that's blue yet. So let's make somebody blue. This thing is a mess. I look like somebody who's got PTSD. Maybe we'll get you PTSD later. Of course, hard as fuck, so we'll give you some knuckle dusters. Hard as fuck with the rock pile. Maybe we'll give you some ridiculous, gigantic shoulder pads, even though that makes no sense because you have no fucking shirt. There you go. Hard as fuck. Hard as fuck. Make that weapon nice and blue. Put a dumb looking pattern on it. And this one looks pretty dumb. Yeah, yeah. Nice face burn. Looks used up. Apparently Kuzel has been used up. Yeah, who has disorders? Luke has Fear of the Chosen, and Smith has Cautious. So yeah, those are the two people we have with PTSD. I guess we could do like an after-action report. So Katie's on a covert action with Emir. Drax is gravely wounded for 10 days. The Templar that I'm going to try and make into Purple Moon after the fact, I guess, is gravely wounded. Fraggle is wounded. Smith is wounded for 20 fucking days, and he has PTSD. So Smith will not be seeing action for a long, long time, which is just as well because he's one of the people who I need to treat. Then I'm still working on this power coil, and I think I'm going to try and speed it up by putting another engineer on it. And here I can try and put resistance comms to try and get my my supplies up. That'll kind of, from there I can kind of work on the rest of this stuff. I'm really pushing hard for this power coil. Once I get that, it's going to open up the rest of this, and I can start clearing out the easier debris and laying down rooms. Because I can put, when power coils are adjacent to each other, they give a little bonus, and the same thing with resistance comms. So I want to put another power coil under this one, and another resistance comms either here or here later in the game. And other than that, I need to get the infirmary to start treating everybody's PTSD, and start speeding up the rate I can get everybody back into missions after they get destroyed. So before we go, let's look at our little memorial thing. Why did Tim die on an indeterminate day? Oh, I guess because she bled out instead of...
Therapy clinics lately. It's tempting, right? You can treat your body like garbage.
Alright, we need to change the epitaph for Tim.
If you believe the rumors.
Alright, who's going to help me with an epitaph for Tim? We're going to need an epitaph for all of these soldiers. So, what can we write for Tim? That's what we're going to write. We don't know. We don't know if she ever had a face. I'm happy with what I put on the poster. So I'm just going to do that. And then for Lene. Thrax is an asshole. I mean, if you want me to be an asshole, how about, that is going to be her epitaph. All right. So yeah, that's a lot of dead people. That's a lot of dead people. All right, is there anything else we want to do? Is there anybody else that's around who wants to be made into a soldier? I think the only person I'm missing is Betulius, which I have no idea how to pronounce your fucking name, but I can make you into a soldier. Give me some idea of what a thing that is like a concept for this soldier.
Hey, Commander. Having never stepped foot in one of the city centers,
okay.
I've never actually had one of these Advent burgers I keep hearing rumors about.
Where is it? I think it's the
No one
armory.
really
I'm kind of going all over the place here.
questions either. Like,
I let the women die because I respect them less. I mean, I have no fucking argument for that. I'm pretty sure, I don't think I even have an equal number of female soldiers, and 3 of them died. So Katie's next. Katie and Zebras are gone, and then, oh, and a Fraggle. Yeah, I still have some left. And Zell, so there's still some women to abuse. Okay, which one's better? Ian Harris is slightly better.
They have dominion over. If the Templar followers would pursue their goal to the Elder's ruin,
Okay.
then we have no objections to
Like this. Betulius. Okay, I can manage that. Betulius. That's actually how you would think it is. Good. So that. And his last name will be not a woman. That way I will know that he should not be killed. Okay, nationality. I mean, I wouldn't mind leaving somebody in Australian so I have some diversity in the voices. But really, I can just override that. So what do you want to put for that? I have no idea where you're from, or even if you want to be from the place you're from. No, these are the options. I guess I'll go over them a little bit slower in case you want to be from somewhere cool. I made myself from South Africa for no reason. You can be from South Korea. Is there North Korea? Otherwise, I just override it, make you North Korea. Well, I can always override it later. So now you're from South Korea, but you're still Australian for some reason. I'm happy with this. Okay. Can we make somebody look even dumber than we have in the past? Okay, I'll go back and make you American. How do you feel about that? I feel pretty good about that. But I think I might give you a ridiculous helmet instead of that. Maybe I can find a helmet that still leaves that ridiculous braid. That'd be pretty cool. There you go. Okay, I need to go back. I need to go this. I need to go American. Oh, I guess it's the United States. I'll leave that. Okay, back. Petilius, and there we go. Alright, eye color and hair color. Well, hair color matters. We can go, I don't have a lot of people who have like reasonable colored hair, so I'm just gonna go dark hair. Eye color. Doesn't really matter. Red, that's sure, why not? Face paint isn't gonna matter, it's covered up. Scars aren't gonna matter, they're covered up. Body. Armor, we've got torso. I think that kind of goes with his gas mask. And we can go with leather straps on both arms. Yeah, I don't know. They have bad Korea, but not good Korea. I don't know what that's about. What colors do I not have very much of? I don't think I have. I think I just made somebody who's green. I might not have anybody. Oh, you know what? Now that Lenne's dead, I don't have anybody who's red, so he can be red. Yeah, that's not too bad. Legs. I really hate the asymmetrical pants. I don't know. I'm okay with this thing, even though it's asymmetrical, because it's like decorative, but some of the pants are just like ridiculously asymmetrical, and it bugs me for no reason. And I think you look good with some ink, so let's see what we got. Chrysalid killer, sure. And we'll make that. Ugh. Actually, that looked good in the blue that it was in, and then I messed it up. So let's just make that like a dark blue. Yeah. Rock on. I don't know what the hell this is supposed to be, but it's you now. And the weapon. I'll make it black. Alright. It doesn't matter what the thing is, because it doesn't show up on that weapon, because it's black. And there we go. He's not a woman. Getting very bad if I go on a mission with him, I owe him for a pun. Okay, yeah. I mean, maybe. People have been getting mind controlled an awful lot, so there's certainly that. I should probably start packing, like, the flashbangs or something, but whatever. It's kind of funny when everybody gets wrecked. Okay, so I think that's a good place to leave it for tonight. I was thinking about doing another stream of just a different, goofier game, but it's getting kind of late here, so I might rain check that one for another time. So thanks to everybody that came out to watch. Again, I'm going to have the lecture recording up, so if anybody's asking any of that crap about what happened, or if you want to see me get murked again, maybe it'd probably be prudent of me to go through and maybe do timestamps of people's deaths. So maybe I'll do that with a summary to say if you want to just go through and have fond memories of me getting wrecked and everybody who got killed, we can do that. But other than that, I think I'm going to kill the stream for tonight. Thanks a lot. And if you guys have any ideas... Oh, and thanks a lot to J-Rock for showing up and co-hosting. If anybody else wants to do that and just come on to a call and just talk shit while we're going through it, let me know. And yeah, I'll talk to everybody when I talk to everybody. I may do another stream maybe on Sunday. We'll see how it goes. So, okay, thanks a lot, and have a good night, everybody.